All right, testing, testing. Hello. Hi, Haley. Hi, how are you? Hello, hello. What do you want, Steam? Stop being a fucker. Laying on your floor. Don't you have a session in like half an hour? Don't you have a session to be getting ready for? Let me crack open my mojito. Yes, it's below zero outside. Guess I still want a nice cold bevy. Oh, you've got an hour? Great. I don't know how long. Oh. Logan boy, thank you. Logan egg boy, excuse me. Hi there. Thanks for the hydration, friend. Good to see ya. Yeah, I don't know how long this is gonna go today because I still have all of my packing and shit I gotta do for this trip. I never remember to do this. Just fucking switch to normal face cam. Why is my hair so frizzy? What is wrong with my hair? Yeah, hi guys. So yeah, yesterday's schedule got pushed to today. Saturday's stream may happen on Sunday, TBD, I don't know. I'm going back into the woods for the weekend. So we're leaving tomorrow early afternoon, and then we're gonna be back Sunday evening sometime. It's a retreat, it's a lab retreat with my new lab group, so it's gonna be really fun. But the Wi-Fi up north is not the greatest, and so I definitely can't do any kind of a stream for multiple hours. So we'll figure out when Saturday gets made up to you guys. But at least you're here now for the Wednesday stream. And we're back with Great Ace Attorney! Yay! Oh my god, it's been a couple days. It's been a couple days since we played this. If you haven't been staying up to date on the streams, holy fucking shit, you should be. Basically, if you don't want spoilers about everything before Game 2, Case 4, just click out now. But our boyfriend's alive, and he's been working with Von Bitch this whole fucking time. He had amnesia, so he gets a pass, but yeah, our boyfriend's alive, and he said hi, and then fucking walked out the door. And that's the last we heard. The fucking cutscene at the beginning didn't say shit. No hug, very little acknowledgement, like, bitch. Oh. Just disappointing, Kazuma. I still need to figure out how he fucking survived getting his head fucking cracked open, or his neck's cracked open on a bedpost. But I guess we're not worried about that. So we'll go ahead and rewatch the intro to Case 4, Twisted Karma and His Last Bow.
Pipe in hand, Sholmes looked down at the thick, rolling fog outside our
Oh, this is
window.
bad.
I wonder exactly how many mysteries are out there, hidden within this bed of fog.
It's really bad.
He said.
That sucks.
Indeed, a most bizarre incident, born of a curious advertisement. A hellhound's mad gallop through the shadows of a serial murder. An executed man's graveyard resurrection in the dead of night. And a commonplace killing in a small, forgotten room at the edge of town. There is, naturally, always another side to every case, of which most remain ignorant. And it is that other side which compels me to the scene of the crime, Wilson. So quickly now, take your hat and let's be on our way, my dear fellow. For our adventure is not over yet. Come, the game is afoot.
This little stupid hat. Little stupid fucking hat. On Karma? No, Kazuma! Our boyfriend who we thought was dead this whole fucking time. Why is my hair so frizzy? Why the fuck is my hair so frizzy? God. Anyway, 8 days after that earth-shattering trial and Kazuma regaining his memory, We were in the foyer of one of London's most luxurious hotels, the Great Waterloo Hotel. I'm not singing the song. So we're in a fancy hotel now. Heyo! Oh, Susato. Okay, baby girl. I have not sang ABBA in forever, Haley. I hate you. I hate you. Thanks, Logan Egg Boy. Okay, well now I have to turn the game volume down, or I have to— no, shut up, Susato. Oh, fucking hell. How much of it do I have to sing, Haley? I'm not singing the whole fucking thing. That's not the song. Give me the fucking song. Okay. Mama, at Waterloo, Napoleon did surrender. Oh yeah. And I've met my destiny. And nope, I don't remember that fucking part. What? No, that's not right. That's not right. No. No. Fuck this. Fuck this. What the fuck? It's just on or off. Yeah, it sucks, Egg Boy. It fucking sucks. Waterloo, Napoleon did surrender. Oh yeah. And I've met my destiny in quite a similar way. History book on the shelf is always repeating itself. Waterloo, I was defeated, you won the war. Waterloo, promise to love you forevermore. Waterloo, couldn't escape if I wanted to. Waterloo, knowing my fate is to be with you. Whoa, Waterloo, finally facing my Waterloo. Ba-da-da. There you go. Oh, I did not realize that song was right at the edge of my head voice and my chest voice, so apologies. You know what? Maybe if I knew I was gonna have to be singing this stream, I would have properly warmed up, but that's fine. Thanks, Haley. Oh. Okay, I need history, because I skipped a line. Professor Mikotoba is due to arrive any moment. Yes, I'm so glad we got here in time. Now I'm sad. Susato-san hasn't been the same since what happened. You fucking think! Not that I'm surprised. The truth about Kazuma-sama's father! That wasn't the part I was worried about. I was more worried about the truth about Kazuma-sama. Do you suppose my father knew? He was actually the mass murderer? The professor, you mean? Recap? Oh yeah, also recap. Kazuma's dad apparently was a mass murderer in Britain about 10 years ago. Knew that's what she was thinking about. There's a good chance, I'd say. I mean, they did come here to London together 16 years ago, didn't they? Yes, that's true. Come to think of it, didn't you say that Professor Mikotoba knew about Kazuma going missing in Hong Kong as well? Why did I say it like that, Ryu? That's right, but for some reason he wasn't at liberty to talk to me about it. I'm going through a lot of trauma in these 2 years. Probably means he knows then. About Kazuma showing up here in London with amnesia, and that he's regained his memory now. How would he know? We can't telegram to someone on a boat. Ah, there she is. Oh. What? What? That's not Mikotoba. He's supposed to be a big guy. Yeah, I guess the judge... Guys, why is the judge hot? This is the first Ace Attorney game where a judge is hot. Everyone in this game is hot. Except for, Sholmes.
Hello, Superco. How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. We're delighted you have arrived safe and sound.
We're all thinking it. We're all thinking it.
Hello, Mr. Naruhodo. Very kind of you to take the trouble to meet us here.
Oh, no, not at all. It's my pleasure. You've heard all about your extraordinary exploits here in London, you know. The news has crossed the seas. Why do I have an old man voice now when I'm hot? Well, it has. I always look forward to reading the monthly reports and arrive with those steamships from Britain. Oh, I see. Well, thank you very much. Who's this man? Why do I feel as though I've seen him before? He was the judge at your fucking trial. I take it from your expression that you can't quite place me. Probably because now I'm hot.
In that case, how about a little reminder, Cicero? A firm tap should do it.
Yes. A firm tap? What? He has a man bun too. Right? Right? Here we go then. Jesus Christ, he brought his gavel? I don't think he's allowed to bring that out of the courtroom. I hereby pronounce the defendant, Ryunosuke Naruhodo. What did you just slam that on? Guilty. Oh, you're way less hot now. The sound just went boom. Court will now hear the trial of Ryunosuke Naruhodo. His ass did not make that sound. You cannot tell me that's the same man. They look nothing alike. This is insane. Your Excellency.
Hello, Judge Jigoku. How are you? It's been a long time. Jigoku.
Would you've remembered now? That really did the trick. Stop it. Guilty. Ha 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 ha. Yeah, I was declared not guilty, wasn't I? No laughing at the time. Oh, London again after all this time. Hard to believe it's been 10 years. How old am I? He's only 43! Why do we give him an old man voice? He's only 43! Help! They're the same age! He's only 43! Oh no. To be honest, I never thought I'd be back.
Neither did I. I've been back to Japan whenever we invited to an international symposium like this. Oh, really, I doubt anyone did, to be honest. It's all thanks to you, isn't it, sexy hero?
What are you talking about, Yushin? Grandpa, I'd like to fuck Haley, no. Of course, Judge Jigoku, he must complete the set. He's the other man who 16 years ago came to London with Kasuma's father and Professor Mikotoba. He's the third visiting scholar.
Well, all those passport checks and luggage searches at the border took rather a lot of time. I must say I'm very envious of your ministerial status. You didn't have to go through any of that, did you? People in the judicial system don't commit crimes.
I knew you were jealous. Sorry? Ministerial status? He's a fucking judge!
Yes, better you know. Special hero here is also Japan's Minister of Foreign Affairs.
That's a conflict of interest. This man should not be a judge.
It was his personal insistence that allowed you to take Kasuma's place here on this study tour.
Guilty as charged. Ha ha ha. And his fucking pin up here, it's like a ship wheel. Oh, well, thank you very much. Really every bit as important as he looks.
Yes, now, Naruhodo. I received a telegram from Lord Stradhart yesterday. Looks like you figured out our fucking plot twist.
You did?
Here's that. Something came to light in the trial you were involved with 8 days ago. About what happened 10 years ago. That tragedy.
You fucking bitch, why didn't you tell me earlier?
Yes, could you tell us any more about it? Okay, we're talking to both of them. All right. Do we have Cosmo's profile? We do not. He's not important enough to include here, I guess. So how was the voyage here?
Well, 50 days at sea is a long time by anyone's standards.
And it wasn't as bad when we first came 16 years ago.
No, that's true. Then I truly wondered if we wouldn't be drifting in the vast ocean for the rest of our lives.
Dude's tie? No, that's not the prosecutor's design, Haley. The prosecutor's design is a 4-pronged cross. That's just a cherry blossom. That's just a cherry blossom, and then the judge's is a steering wheel.
This time we followed the same route as you, so we were able to relax and enjoy the experience. Just waiting for one of us to pretend to die.
Oh, so you stopped in France's beautiful capital, Paris. I memorized your route.
We did, yes, though only for one night. It was incredibly romantic. We had the hottest fucking sex you can imagine. It was on cherry blossom petals with the Eiffel Tower in view.
Yes, it was lovely.
And yesterday evening we left the port of Dunkirk for Tokyo.
Just in time for the symposium, in fact. It starts tomorrow.
It's wonderful that you were invited to attend such an important international event.
I will not apologize. I will put myself in frame, though. How's that?
I'm very proud of you, Father.
Thanks to Ceci Hero there. 16 years ago, he managed to integrate ingratiate himself with Irritan's Attorney General. I'm sure that's why he was invited, and I suppose you could say I'm something of an appendage by default. I'm not going to specify what I mean by I'm an appendage.
Speak for yourself, Fusion. You were close friends with a professor of forensic science at a major hospital. God, you really just fucked anyone, didn't you?
Yes, well, I'd rather not dredge all that up, really. It was a messy breakup.
Oh, there's been a lot of water under the bridge since then. But it doesn't bring him back.
Cosmo's father, I suppose.
It was a very awkward
I'm sorry. I'm so tired today. I'm so sorry. Oh, the professor. The killer who took the lives of 5 members of the British aristocracy. He was the third in your 3-way up. We're talking about a mass murderer. And the father of our best friend / lover. And all I can do is make stupid jokes. Hey, they were only in their 30s when this happened. They weren't old. Why do people not watch these streams? I don't know, Haley. I don't know. Oh, anyway, that fucking mass murderer. It's actually Cosmo's father, wasn't he? It's not another Van shtick, I promise. Oh no, the Genshin Impact player is incoming.
That's correct. Genshin Impact.
Genshin.
I do, I presume, Father.
Yes, he was a close friend at the time. I'm not going to say how close of a friend.
Genshin came to Britain as a police detective. He was studying investigative techniques at Scotland Yard. I've never understood what drove the man to commit such heinous acts.
It was a close trial, so the public never knew the truth, and he was executed with little ado. To this day, very few people know what really happened, even in our homeland.
I've never actually seen what my face looks like when I'm doing his voice. It's ridiculous.
I'm talking like this and I look like...
Oh, Jesus Christ. It's a good thing I got such a fucking baby face. It really enunciates it. No, Haley, I told you I'm just really tired. I'm so tired, dude. I got no sleep last night. And I've been up for a very long time today. I have still a lot to do tonight. Because I haven't done any packing or cleaning for the trip. I'm fine, I promise. I'm good. I'm good.
Do the same. Very few people know what really happened, even in our homeland.
But what about Kazuma? Did he know? Did he know the truth about his father?
No, this is an Ace Attorney game. Nobody knows the truth about their fathers.
No, of course not. He was told his father passed from sickness.
Not saying it.
However, I suspect we might have had his doubts.
Why?
We might have told him that his father's a mass murderer.
Why are we throwing a hissy fit, bitch?
You know, I tried to guide Kazuma growing up as if he were my own son. But everyone's shipping him with my daughter. Shut the fuck up, I'm gonna stab you.
Like Genshin did his victims.
Then one day, he came to my office at the university and said,
I've decided I want to travel to Great Britain and study there.
Do you think he wanted to come here to investigate his father's death?
Good flashback, right? I mean, we got to see Kazuma, so it actually was a good flashback.
I don't know. But when I looked into his eyes, I did know that there was no way I'd be able to stop him.
I'm sorry. Every time I see myself doing his voice, I'm so sorry. I'm fine. I'm fine. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Something else came to light in that trial the other day, actually. And I really hope I don't have to talk with either of you anymore.
Well, what?
Well, having disappeared in Hong Kong and been missing for almost a year, Kazuma's since turned up here in London, working as the apprentice of Lord Van Sykes. He's alive, motherfuckers!
What?
What? That's news to us.
You both are bad liars. I don't believe that they didn't know this. So Lord Strongheart's telegram neglected to mention that little part then. Why do I keep getting spam messages? Why can't I report this? Like, I don't know how they got my fucking number. Oh yeah, my boyfriend's back and you're gonna get in trouble. D&D party member? Oh, good job. As you know, we both thought Kazuma had died on the steamship during our voyage to Great Britain in January.
We went through a lot of emotional trauma, and now we find out that he didn't die. He's alive. And you knew, didn't you, Father?
Natural effect, though. What I did know is that when your ship docked in Hong Kong, he mysteriously vanished.
Sent a team of investigators to Hong Kong to try to ascertain what had happened, but to no avail.
Key little plot point that if you don't know the history of this time, might go missing. But Hong Kong at the time, I believe, was a British colony. Which is why the Brits would have been able to recover his body without having to go through like international disputes, because it was a territory of Britain at the time, so they would have been able to claim his body no problem.
But he's still alive, and here in London, you said. I never dared even to dream it.
Yeah, because usually when you find out that people are fucking dead, they don't come back to life when you watch them die in front of you.
Nope, that's not my voice. Why on earth did the young man not make contact? The government and the police have been chasing clues fruitlessly for months now.
Well, it seems that he was suffering from amnesia.
What? Amnesia? How convenient.
When we first came across him again here in London, he didn't know who either of us were. Either of us was. That should have been singular, Ryu. Come on.
Let's see.
He only regained his memory 8 days ago. And we didn't even fuck!
This is unbelievable. They didn't even fuck.
Yes, it's quite miraculous. I wonder why Lord Strongheart didn't let us know.
Maybe because he's the villain of this fucking game.
I must speak with him urgently.
Guess what? We don't know where he went because he just walked out on us. Wonder how Kazuma's been these past few days. Would it be wrong of us to go and visit him? No, go visit, go visit, go visit, go visit! Visit him!
That began 16 years ago now. It's a distant memory, really. It was Yushin here, Genshin Impact, and myself. We were the original 3. No, don't do it. The first judicial scholars from Japan to travel overseas to study.
Privileges were not what they are today, I can tell you.
16 years ago, things were tough for their generation. Fucking boomers.
Your father was an exceptionally fine medical student at Yume University at the time, you know, young lady.
Too many commas in that sentence.
Yes, grandmother told me.
Went to do research at a great London hospital to study autopsy. Practically unheard of in Japan.
Haley, no. Haley. God damn it, Haley. Haley, stop! God fucking damn it, we are never gonna get through this game.
That was an eerie place. That was between the back of a prison and a burial ground. We a rock and a hard place.
Not more talk of graves.
Very often, there's no one willing to deal with the bodies following autopsy work.
In VC, you can't yell at me. I will bring you in the call just to yell at you, and then I will end the call.
So you'll say, autopsy labs have something of an unavoidable relationship with graveyards and prisons.
Not my cup of tea at all.
You remember that Scottish prison governor? Hayden, his name was. He was a good man.
Yes, but then of course in our 6th year here, everything changed with that dreadful case. When Genshin was arrested for a series of most gruesome murders.
Oh. It wasn't actually Genshin. It was Strongheart. Strongheart's gonna turn out to actually be the professor. And they just killed Kazuma's dad for backstory trauma.
Again, yep, a series of most gruesome murders.
I simply couldn't believe it. I know the man for years.
Hang on. I need my footrest. There, we got it. Okay.
I know the man for years.
I was a witness at the secret hearing, and I tried to speak in his defense,
But you went a little far and ended up placing charges yourself, didn't you?
Well, suffice to say that after that trial, we were sent back to Japan. Our threesome was broken.
There was nothing more we could do to save Genshin. It was a lost cause, sadly.
Cool. Anyway, we're gonna go find our boyfriend now.
Well, if you'll excuse us now.
Yes, I'd like to get this trunk up to my room as soon as possible. Up to our room.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I shouldn't have held you up here for so long. Why is my thing all fucky-wucky? No! Fuck. I hate you, OBS. I hate you so much. Maybe I don't want everything to go in the fucking dock that you've made. Ugh, OBS is the bane of my existence. I shouldn't have held you up here for so long.
I'll call for the party then. Just wait here.
What was that sound effect? Susato-san's gone off at a run. You're going across the room, ma'am.
I'd like to stay and talk more, but I do have various preparations to make for tomorrow.
One of these guys is gonna end up dead because now they're both here in Britain. And Strongheart's gonna want to finish off the trio. Yes, of course. It must be a big responsibility representing our entire country. I wish you the best of luck. I'm gonna mute stream in favor of being able to focus on what I'm working on, but I'm keeping mod view open if you need. Thanks, Haley.
I hope you'll keep an eye on Susato for me. Keep looking after her as you obviously have been.
Oh yeah, I've just been dragging her around to murders and whatnot. Oh no, I mean, if anyone's looking after anyone, it's her looking after me.
Well, I do appreciate you being there for her. After all, I've been a miserable father to her. I thoroughly let her down.
Sorry? What do you mean? I was gone for the first 10 years of her life.
Well, it was 15 years ago now that I started my long study for her here in Britain, as you know. The very year Susato-san was born.
Yes, I figured that out.
The birth of my daughter was the most joyous event of my life, but... well, sadly it was accompanied by the most tragic event of my life, too.
Oh, yes. Susato-san hinted at something like that. Flashback!
My mom's dead. It's a rather turbulent time at home.
One-line flashbacks piss me off to no end. No end.
Anyway, I won't bore you with the details. It's just more death. The point is, I became rather less dependable than my fits and grown men. And it was then that Sekihiro offered me the opportunity to study here in Great Britain.
I was too worried about you to leave you behind. So perhaps I was a little heavy-handed when it came to persuading you to accompany me to London.
So, that's what happened in a nutshell. And that's also the reason why I now feel compelled to give my mother as many opportunities as I dare. Though the world does not readily afford young women such things, I must say.
I really regret giving these two such dumb voices. I didn't think they were going to be, quite as big of characters as they've turned out to be. I completely understand, Professor.
One other thing, Maruhodo. If I may be so bold, I have a favor to ask you.
Nope, not doing it. Oh, really? Of course. What can I do for you?
Well,
No, Mander, no. Mander, no.
I'm sorry that took so long.
Miss Susato.
Well then, allow us to take your bags.
Allow me to take your bags.
one moment if you please, Porter.
Of course, sir. I'm just going to take shots on the job.
That must be the your neck. It's a camera, I believe.
Quite right, sir. Just 5 shillings for a lovely photograph to commemorate a wonderful stay at the hotel, sir.
Well, I think given the occasion, we could justify the expense.
Ah, yes, of course.
Flash. Oh, that's a very cute photo. That's very cute.
I'd like to thank you for coming with me, Mr. Naruhodo. I got the last picture of my dad and myself before he dies inevitably. It's really made Father very happy, I think.
Oh, well, I'm pleased then. But we were interrupted before. Professor Mikotoba was about to ask me something.
Flashback to 5 minutes ago. Shall we return to Baker Street then? I expect Iris will have some delicious tea waiting for us.
Yes, let's go.
Peace.
Getting more and more anxious about Kazuma, though. Perhaps I'll try to meet with Lord Strongheart later and ask after him. Could you not figure out where he is yourself? Could you really not do that? No, I want to find out about my boyfriend now. Oh no. Van Bitch is back. This is the final draft of the opening address for tomorrow's proceedings. I've supplemented your original with the figures you asked for from the yard.
I see. Excellent work. Thank you.
You're welcome, my lord. Look at my heeled-ass shoes. What's Lord Van Bitch doing here?
Mr. Naruhodo, you said that out loud. Why, there seems to be an awful lot of tension in the air. What did you say?
Oh, because Van Zyke's probably figured it out now. Because he was probably not thrilled. This place is stifling enough as it is. We really don't need any more tension. Pooze, I'm... okay.
My apologies. I hadn't noticed you come in. Your small stature and dark dress make you all but invisible to me.
Oh, no, it's entirely my fault for wearing black, I'm sure.
From now on, you must dress in white from head to toe whenever you come here. Maybe you can stop by Cosmo's and get a change of clothes.
Change more than just his clothes.
Now then, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yes, my lord, I'm right here. Ugh, kill me now.
Is something wrong? Perhaps it's a little too hot in here for you.
No, keep your clothes on. Keep your clothes on. Oh, no, not at all. I mean, I've never experienced a room at such a perfect temperature.
If you're sure, the beads of sweat carving their way down your face seem to suggest otherwise.
Because of the daggers you're staring at me with, mainly.
As you're no doubt aware, my International Forensic Science Symposium begins tomorrow. In fact, your father arrived in London earlier today, I hear, madam.
Excuse me.
Yes, that's right, my lord. He's extremely honored to have been invited.
I'll leave the remaining preparations for the meeting room in your capable hands then, Lord Van Zykes.
I'll attend at once. Bitch. Gives a side eye and then he pieces the fuck out.
He gave you a very bitch stare as he left, didn't he?
No, I haven't done anything. Have I?
You've kicked his ass like 15 times in court now.
These past few days, my feet have barely touched the ground, I must say. My dedicated right hand of many years was recently put out of action in spectacular fashion.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Is your left hand still of service? Ryu, you idiot.
Mr. Naruhodo, you fucking dumbass. He's talking about Dr. Scythe.
Oh, of course. I'm terribly sorry about that. I was just,
You're not. You've done nothing wrong. Dr. Scythe's own wrongdoing precipitated the situation.
Captain! Hi! Hi, Captain! How are you? Good to see you, man.
You needn't concern yourself with it any further.
That would be a lot easier to do if it weren't for the piercing stare you're giving me.
Lord Van Zykes is doing an admirable job of holding the fort. Though disturbingly, his apprentice has been missing since yesterday.
Where's my boyfriend? Missing?
What's become of Kazuma-sama now?
Stopping by for a little while before I go stream. Great to have you, man. Good to have you here. Yeah, bye. I'm not talking to you any longer.
Not long ago, visitor numbers to the Great Exhibition exceeded 30 million.
Jesus. 30 million? Are there even that many people in the world? Overpopulation.
As a comparison, Mr. Naruhodo, the population of the imperial capital Tokyo is 2 million.
I will be opening the International Forensic Science Symposium in the exhibition's main auditorium. This event has been 2 years in the making.
Love the voiceover work, thank you. I hate having Lord Strongheart and Susato in the same scene because
I'm going from this deep voice.
now I'm up here.
Now I'm back to Mr. Strongheart.
It's a lot.
2 years of preparations and negotiations with other countries.
Sounds like a tremendous achievement. Congratulations for the rest of your life. Anyway,
The 20th century will see the wholesale adoption of forensic investigation techniques.
it's a gift. Clearly, my career as a VA, missed opportunities. Instead, I'm just an aquatic ecologist.
And cooperation between policing organizations from around the globe will be essential, which is why.
This is like, I don't think Haley's listening anymore, but this is like why I might be able to be a DM. It's just because I can pull 15,000 voices out of my ass.
This landmark first symposium had to be hosted here at the heart of our great British Empire, in order that Scotland Yard can become the leading investigative organization in the New World.
He's the same as ever, I see. That passion of his is quite something. He also missed a very chaotic start to this stream. I just kind of lost my mind for a little bit. We're good now, though.
You're every bit as passionate in your own way, I'm sure, Mr. Naruhodo.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you about what Kazuma and I get so passionate about.
I'm the only person in this country who truly cares about a future that embraces forensic science.
Never mind, this guy sounds more like, Chairman Rose. This is just a Chairman Rose.
It was my intention to become Her Majesty's Attorney General and reform the Yard from the ground up. So the disgrace of the forensic investigation team has been a bitter blow to my ambitions.
Which is why I'm gonna kill your boyfriend, probably. Or your sister's dad. We'll see. One of the two.
I first established the forensic investigation team a year ago, experimentally to start with Dr. Scythe at the helm. It
I lost the voice, no.
it was steadily accruing. An impressive record of achievement.
There we go.
I was on the verge of changing its name and elevating its status to a full-blown forensic investigation department.
And can you not do that now?
No, because we don't have a leader, you dumbass. Nobody wants to hear anything about it at the moment. Even I can't keep this story out of the papers. 6 million Londoners will be cursing forensic science now. You fucked up. This country will set back our country. Nope. Rebooting. This incident will set back our country's advancement in the field by a good 10 years, I'd say.
Unintended repercussions of our trial.
I simply couldn't have overlooked what had happened, though.
No, but you're not a prosecutor. It was not your job to push charges. Of course not. We should be grateful to you both. Anyway, I'm still reform this country's policing when I become Attorney General. I'm obviously not the villain. This might delay my plans, but it won't alter them. Nothing will stand in my way.
Just not gonna touch that. We're just gonna move along. About Lord Van Zyke's apprentice.
Yes, that came as a surprise to me, I must say. That you and he are old friends.
No, it didn't. You knew this whole fucking time. How did he become an apprentice to Lord Van Zyke's in the first place?
It came about 3 months ago. An unidentified Asian man was apprehended by border police.
Motherfucker went across the entirety of Asia and most of Europe? I've thought of having a few friends on stream to do Ace Attorney voices. I know exactly how I'd cast everyone, but that would take so much setup. Maybe one day. It's honestly not that bad. If you guys are all in like relatively-ish same time zones, it's pretty easy to set up, especially if you do like a weekend or weeknight stream. But Ace Attorney is just so much fun. Like, I can't remember. Have you played the games or not, Captain? I can't remember now.
They found him. Nope, there goes my voice. Hang on.
I've dabbled. You've dabbled. Yeah, definitely like playing through with a group of people who haven't played the games too is fantastic, because then you all lose your shit at the same time and it's great.
They found him hiding aboard a large goods vessel.
Oh my! So we still had a way to get here.
He had no papers to identify him, no passport, and he was suffering from amnesia too.
I have the original trilogy, but I haven't played it because I don't want to spoil it for myself. I want to stream it sometime. God, please, please play it, please play it, please play it, please play it. I cannot say enough good words. You don't have to pay do not play 4, 5, and 6. I mean, play 4, don't play 5 and 6, but like, please play 1 through 3. Please do it. Because then you can play the investigations and you'll be the first to know. Warms my heart. Warms my heart. Yeah, actually today is the 10th anniversary of the second investigations game coming out, so it's an Ace Attorney miracle. Sorry, so to get his voice, I have to get my register as low as possible, which I'm somehow only able to do if I like pop my ears, because it opens up more space for the voice to reverberate in, and so I have like more airspace to work with. So I'm not just like wiping my nose. Method acting. Otherwise this guy just sounds like the judge. His voice has to be lower than the judge's voice.
Because the judge sounds like, ho ho ho, I'm Santa Claus, so now this guy needs to be way down here in order to be distinguishable.
And like, I already set the judge pretty low because he's Santa, and then we met this fucker.
Other than the fact he was clearly of Eastern descent, there were no clues as to who he was, so I decided to assign him to Lord Van Zyke's.
Now I've lost it.
That way I could keep an eye on him.
But then, why the mask?
Because he was ugly as fuck.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up.
I didn't want to burden Lord Van Zyke's with tiresome explanations about why he had an Eastern apprentice.
Fucked up because the professor, Kazuma's dad, was the one who killed Van Zyke's brother. So that's what you were actually trying to hide. You were trying to torment Van Zyke's, which like I get. Because it would be so much easier to explain why he was wearing a mask.
He's proving to be a great help to Lord Van Zykes. I have high hopes for his future.
By the way, do you know where he's gone?
No idea, but I believe he's left London for the time being.
God damn it! I'm back again! Oh!
I take it you also didn't know that the man's father was one of our country's most infamous criminals, I mean.
Genshin Impact. Double apostrophe. What we learned from that trial 8 days ago was a huge shock. Finding out my friend's father was...
Ah yes, Genshin Impact. The Professor case 10 years ago caused a great stir here in Britain.
They were such awful murders, and unprecedented, using a ferocious dog as a murder weapon.
And no one would have believed the culprit was a foreign student invited to study here by the government. So the true identity of the killer couldn't be made public then, and can't be made public now. I'll kill anyone to keep that secret safe. I mean, nobody in your country knows it was him, and neither do the citizens of London.
The main motivation was to avoid aggravating relations between our two nations at the time, I understand.
Right. However, it has to be noted that there were some supporters of the Professor's apparent cause.
What? Supporters of a mass murderer? That would be R2, wouldn't it?
The majority of the man's victims were a blight on the aristocracy of the day. Or aristocracy, I suppose, is a word. Somewhat ironically, their deaths actually benefit society as a whole.
This guy's the professor. This guy's the professor.
Or so a fair few thinkers in London believed anyway.
Right, I see. But it was still murder, wasn't it?
It's not murder if they deserve it. It seems very similar, doesn't it? To the idea of the Reaper of the Bailey.
Do I have something to present to him? My badge! Could I show you this, Lord Strongheart?
I'm the Lord Chief Justice. I'm not here to offer advice about evidence.
Oh.
Especially when the evidence in question is so dull. You need to polish that.
Okay. Nothing to examine. Okay, I guess I'll move. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Fine, we'll go see Iris.
Jolly good. Kazuma's here! Kazuma's here! Kazuma's here! Kazuma's here! Kazuma's here! Kazuma's here! He's 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 here!
Ue? What was that?
A man screaming in a most unflattering way.
Do you think it could have been Mr. Sholmes?
Oh my! I do hope not.
You're not Kazuma. Are you Italian? Do we have another fucking Italian trio or duo?
I don't do it anymore.
Monami, stop this disgraceful display, oh. Because I can't just have to be Madame Tussauds, so now he's gotta be higher. Who are these people? Look at their hair. They're gingers.
I think they must be clients of Mr. Schultz.
Gina! Right, you two, you're coming with me now, down to the clink.
No, not in a prison. It's a dark and a damp, and I don't like it.
Oh, Tree went to bed. Everyone say goodnight, Tree.
Oh, the darkness, it is my friend. I am not scared.
That's such a weird... Why would you not just type, like, W-H-A-W-H-A?
But you're always scared of the dark.
Shut your mouth, you idiot. I will sit quietly in the dark and plan our next darky heist.
I don't like this. I don't like it.
We're tough. We'll fish down at the yard. Now get moving.
Bye then, Ginny. Have fun.
yeah, thanks, Iris. And thanks, you're great detective. Yep, Sholmes is here. Great.
Tina makes a fine detective herself, doesn't she?
Oh, Susie and Runo. Hello, Iris. We're home. God, I wish Ryu talked more. I need to do his voice more.
Well, did you find your daddy?
Don't say it like that. Don't say it like that, Iris, please.
Yes, we arrived at the hotel just before he and his friend.
Hey, well, that's great news. I hope I'll get to see my daddy again soon. The fucking, the, like, dog-looking meme.
Yes, of course.
He's totally not dead. And we totally weren't accused of murdering him. Dr. John H. Wilson. I think this is Sholmes. So, Iris, all that remains now is that greatest of problems known to man. What the fuck? Sholmes is a ginger! Oh my god! Oh no, he's a ginger! Hang on, Haley's gonna regret not being in on this. Oh, Christ almighty. Oh god fucking damn it. But before we concern ourselves with that, I believe some tea is in order, don't you, my dear fellows? Sholmes, how bad was the breakup if you're busting out that color dye? Is something wrong, Mr. Naruhodo? God, it's so bad. Do I have a crumb or such like on my face? Excellent question, Haley. We have no fucking idea. Not so much on your face as on your head, I'd say.
Come along then, everyone. I've brewed a lovely special tea.
Time for blend.
Whatever is going on here today? And why is Kazuma here?
In that case, let us sit and drink now. Hate that I'm in love with him. Yep, you're in love with the ginger, Haley. Don't know how else to tell you. And now my face looks washed out because the light went off. Hang on. Oops, that... fucking strawberry. That's a little harsh. That was the wrong cable. Give me the other cable. God damn it. Very close to the mic right now. I apologize. I apologize. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. It just keeps... hang on. Every time I start stream with the light on, it fucks up. That's a little better, isn't it? A little bit? I like strawberries and cream. It's a compliment. Berries and cream! Berries and cream! This is now Sholmes' voice. Berries and cream! For I am in fact expecting a guest later today. Lighting looks fine. Okay, thanks. It looks like this part of my face is just very pale. I think it's because I have this light so I can see the desk a little better. And with the light, with that tree light off, it's now brighter than my ring light, so my ring light isn't helping. Sure do look white. Fuck you, child. Because I have it on like the warmest setting, but I just still look washed out. It's great. No, fuck you. Why is my boyfriend's mask here? The mask Kazuma wore when he was assigned to Lord Van Sykes as his apprentice. When he cast it aside after the trial one day, I just sort of picked it up. Damn it, I thought he was here. I got so excited I thought he was here.
You have to give it back to him, I suppose.
But he has his memory back now, doesn't he? I can't help feeling he might turn around and tell me coldly to wear it myself. That'd be fucked up.
But isn't he your best friend?
Okay, no, just nothing to say about that. Alright, fine, bitch, we'll talk to you. Look, nice, fine home slice. Thank you guys.
Mr. Sholmes, who were the two gentlemen that were here before?
Oh They're just a pair of petty criminals, nothing of significance. No, I'll stop. Of course, they have to make a living somehow. And when the mood takes me, I'm willing to turn a blind eye to all manner of infractions.
When the mood takes you?
Manner of infractions? Get back to D&D. Update me. Okay. Bye, Haley! Thanks for popping in to see this stupid-ass ginger bitch. He even dyed his eyebrows. This motherfucker even dyed his eyebrows. And you know what it looks like? It 100% looks like they just took the, like, paint bucket tool and dumped it on his hair. Oh my god. But when such fellows set their sights on Mr. Herlock Sholmes, well, that's when their luck runs out.
Oh my, you were the target of a crime, Mr. Sholmes.
But I quickly devised a plan to entrap them and deliver them to our young detective ally.
You should have seen Gregsy to come. You should have asked Gregsy to come too. We could have had an arresting tea party.
I did send word, but no answer was forthcoming. He hates my guts after all. The man is consummately in the wrong place at the wrong time. There's a word for it, I'm sure. Aha, I have it. A bungler. That's the word. Isn't that a fucking, like... Isn't the bungler... Isn't that like a... There's an internet history to that word, I'm pretty sure. It's a good job he's not here to hear you say that. So those redheads have been up to no good.
I wonder what the men did.
Okay. The lie you told, so we are gonna get his ass for not telling us about Kazuma. Good. What was that about the greatest of problems known to man that you mentioned before?
Is that another fiendishly intricate case, Mr. Sholmes?
Nope. How should I best explain it? Are you aware of the theory of evolution by natural selection, perchance? You can't say those words in front of an ecologist. Well, I think I've heard talk of it somewhere. Possibly.
It's a revolutionary scientific theory that was newly proposed 40 years ago now. Though it's not really new. According to its author, Mr. Durwood, we humans were once apes who lived in the treetops.
No, but okay. Wait, what? We were apes? Indeed, and from the very moment those apes descended from the canopy to live as humans, it has been our lot to be at the mercy of the greatest problem known to man.
Oh Lord, what is this great problem, Mr. Sholmes?
Why is it not obvious, my dear madam? The problem of rent. I hate Sholmes, but he has so many good lines of like, I can't afford to eat this week. And the problem of rent. Oh, to be an ape once more and not pay rent to live in a tree. Oof, yep. Susato, you're only 16. You don't need to know about any of this. It's okay.
But did you not receive a rather large sum of money from Madame Tuspels only the other day? Did you not just get your salary last week?
Yes, Susato, but here in America, all of your paycheck goes to rent and utilities. If you have a quarter left over, you get to buy 1 pack of ramen. Sure, a large sum. 1 potted herb for Iris and a new motor car for me later, and all of it has quite disappeared, I assure you. Why were you not paid in cash?
Honestly, Hurley, you knew you squandered it.
Yes, well, anyway, 2 days ago, I discovered the answer to man's greatest problem, for the coming month at least. And what was the answer? Why, there is a substantial clue before your very eyes. Your fucking head.
Don't tell me, let me see.
Humans are sorry creatures, unable to see what is in front of their noses. Let me give you some assistance. Don't look, but observe me very closely. Sir, if I closed my eyes, I would still see your red head. There is one particular feature about my person that has changed. You should notice it in the end, I think. In the end, I noticed it as soon as we... Okay, thank you, game. Thank you for pointing it out. It's been stabbing me in both eyes right from the very beginning of our conversation. He looks even paler than normal. Pasty ass bitch.
I think we might need another clue before we uncover the full answer, Mr. Naruhodo.
Thanks for the hint. I'll be tearing my hair out if this charade goes on much longer. What? Do I need to look for the bottle of dye and the, like, empty tub of ice cream next to it? Yeah, he's going through a bad breakup, so he dyed his hair. We've all been there, buddy. You ain't special. Honestly. Anyway, how about that lie, you little bitch? Mr. Sholmes, isn't it about time you told us the truth? Just over a week ago, you said to us, flashback. I will now tell you something of the first importance, my dear fellow. Great detectives are wont to lie. It will serve you well to remember that. Good flashback, good flashback. That case aboard the SS Burya Nuts in January. Kazuma wasn't killed, and you knew he wasn't dead at the time. And we've been going through this since August! So what was really going on? The fellow was unconscious for a very long time. If he hadn't regained consciousness when he did, his life would have been in mortal peril.
Why did you fucking tell us that?
Of course, a side effect of the prolonged comatose state was amnesia, as you now know. His dead fucking eyes in this pose. It was a simple enough task to silence the crew. But how? After they'd carried him out to the cabin, I assembled them in the lobby area. Okay, so we're going to play an enormous prank on his boyfriend. We'll stake the cameras out and it'll be a total gotcha, bro. Then I made them swear to leave him unconscious and have him unlaid from the ship in Hong Kong as a murdered corpse. What? Why?
What the fuck, man?
It was necessary to find some material with which to persuade the crewmen to keep their word, of course. But why? Why do it in the first place? I will be at liberty to elaborate in due course. Fuck you, Sholmes. Fuck you. But for the time being, I would like to reassure you. You cannot reassure me at this point. I am so far gone. I didn't foresee subsequent events. What events? His disappearance in Hong Kong.
Oh.
I believe I may have made a gross error of judgment. You think? Mr. Sholmes. No, Susato, don't pity this bitch. This bitch gets none of our pity. Are you fucking kidding me? Absolutely not. No. Fine. I'll look for something to examine. My eye is always drawn to this big metal chest that Mr. Sholmes and Iris use as a coffee table.
Isn't it where Iris keeps her very important papers?
It is, so you'd think that they'd treat it with more care, really. But only the other day, I saw Mr. Sholmes kick it.
Oh no!
I suppose something must have been frustrating him.
What a shame to mistreat the furniture, though. Was it damaged?
The chest was fine, but Mr. Sholmes was doubled up on the floor for almost 10 minutes. I laughed the whole time.
Oh dear, that is a painful tale.
Cool, good talk, good talk, good talk. Nothing's jumping out at me over here? You got a duck in a trash can, that's probably the weirdest thing. Do I literally... We've asked everything we need to. There's nothing more to ask him. Sure, I'll look around at their shit, but I don't know how much this is gonna help us. I do like this fireplace. It's one of the best things I've seen since we arrived in the country, in fact. Although, I do yearn for a Japanese kotatsu. Putting your legs under a warm, blanketed table is so comforting.
Do be careful, Mr. Naruhodo. Don't mistakenly put your feet into the fire, will you?
That's just like sage advice.
You'd suffer terrible burns, you know.
And we're losing Susato. Okay, this might only be a 2-hour stream today. Oh, I worry sometimes about how Susato-san sees me. Hey. Yes, Mr. Sholmes' curious collection of trinkets from the various mysteries he's solved.
It's one of my favorite parts of this room, full of items with such exciting tales to tell, and I do believe he's added to it since I last looked.
Sure.
Now there's a mysterious pince-nez, a mysterious little box, a mysterious horseshoe, a mysterious biscuit.
I think that last one might just be one of Iris's unfinished snacks. Okay. Let me scroll. Really? Really? Glitchy, glitchy, you're a bitchy. This blackboard is where Iris scribbles down her latest ideas, isn't it? Let's see. Oh, she seems to have drawn a lot of little stick figures all lined up. Look.
And now there's a firing squad! Cheap apples at the market is what all of them say.
What? Little figures can speak? It was so dumb.
All your questions would be answered if only you would read this month's Friends magazine.
So I'm the only one who can't make any sense of this. Tea time! Iris's pretty little tea set is set out beautifully as ever. Look.
Well, it's only by carefully taking care of a tea set that you can make good tea.
Is that a roundabout way of telling me I need to tidy my desk?
Oh, Mr. Naruhodo, you do overthink things at times.
Don't gaslight me, bitch. I read it. I picked up what you were putting down, loud and fucking clear. If I remembered correctly, this large and imposing lump of iron is called a typewriter.
To think that every single one of the adventures of Herlock Sholmes blossomed from this very machine. It's such a dreamy thought.
I actually had a go on it the other day. The metal bars that move when you hit the keys all got tangled up somehow, and that made Iris angry.
Mr. Naruhodo, you're ruining my dreamy thoughts. Please don't do that again.
Please don't do that again.
Ugh, now I made Susato-san angry as well. Okay. I really don't know what else there is. I don't want to go look at Sholmes' side. Don't make me go look at Sholmes' shit. You're gonna make me go look at Sholmes' shit. Okay. Wait, is that? No, it's just books. Okay. We've got the violin. We've got this fucking thing. So we've got the machine, the violin. That thing. Okay, so this might just be his junk wall. Okay. There's all sorts on these shelves. Chemistry apparatus, books, papers, and lots of things I've never seen before. It's all heaped up so high I can't help feeling that the whole lot is going to topple at any moment.
Looks as though it might topple, and yet it doesn't. The epitome of Mr. Sholmes' brilliance.
I don't get it. As it happens, I'm quite well practiced when it comes to stacking shelves myself. Just the other day, the shelf in my office finally gave way under the strain, though. Damn, Susato. Damn.
Looks as though it might topple, and it does. Yes, the epitome of your disarray.
I really don't get it. Okay, how about the violin? This is Mr. Sholmes' famous violin. One he found being sold for a song at a pawnbrokery. What's it called again? A shoddy something? Worth millions of dollars?
Oh yes, this wonderful instrument features in the Adventures of Herlock Sholmes. It's a world-famous Stradivarius.
Strata what?
Stradivarius, Mr. Naruhodo.
Stragivort.
Are you even trying now?
We'll come back to this another time, I think. Okay? Like, what am I missing here? I finally managed to remember this behemoth's name, the Great Analytoscope. But you can't remember Stradivarius? Okay.
I don't think it was here when I left for Japan, was it?
Oh, is that right?
Yes, because it was with the pawnbroker.
Oh, of course.
Oh, that's given me a wonderful idea. I could put... That's on your desk. The office would be tidy at best.
Don't even Don't joke about it, Miss Susato. You are joking, aren't you? Okay. Okay. I got nothing. It can't be present the badge. It's never present the badge. It's never present the badge. It's... God, such bad hair. Mr. Sholmes, about this. Tell me, Mr. Naruhodo, is this the first time you've shown me this particular trinket? Oh, I don't really remember, to be honest. If my saying that's... Nope. If my saying that it's a collar for a breed of miniature canine with a particularly long neck were to precipitate a here we go again from your lips, we could be sure it was not the first time. Deduction, you see, my dear fellow. Deduction. Okay, so you know you're an asshole. No, I'm not, Susato, but I don't have anything more I can ask him. We'll go up to the office real quick. Okay. Yeah, she's just gonna have the regular what to do. It says we're missing something in Sholmes' room, but I don't know what. Just gonna go back to the hotel, see what happens. Okay, nothing. I don't know what I'm missing. I feel so dumb. Oh, okay, you're still there. Lovely. Hello. Hello, sir. I don't know. I feel dumb. Oh, she's got drugs.
That's Iris's wonderful collection of medicines, potions, and chemicals. Just look at all the little bottles she squeezed onto the shelves.
Yes, and there are charming little ribbons tied around the bottles, too. But the labels aren't quite so charming, are they? This one here reads deadly poison.
Oh, I've been so excited about the idea of helping Iris with her experiments, you know.
Just try to avoid any bottles labeled deadly poison or highly explosive. Okay, puppy. I don't really want to just sit here and waste time. I don't want to sit here and waste y'all's time. Chief Justice moved to Sholmes. What? The fuck? I looked at the couch! I looked at the couch! Are you fucking...
Oh boy! This looks like last week's edition.
What's that article circled in red ink there?
It's an advertisement column. It says, "To the Red-Headed League."
Okay. Thanks, game. The Red-Headed League? What's that?
I don't know. I've never heard of it before, but this bitch might know something.
Is something on my face? Clearly this has something to do with that lively hair. Lovely. I love this game. I love point-and-click adventures. Ezekiah Hopkins of Pennsylvania, there's a vacancy open which entitles a member of the league to a salary of £4 a week. Red-headed men who are sound in body and mind and above 21 years old. Germ theory. Haha! Microorganisms. Huh, interesting. Okay. I like reading the other articles than the one that's circled. Looks as though someone circled an advertisement in this paper, Mr. Sholmes. To the Red-Headed League. Does that strike you in some way? I was thinking that just maybe it might be related. Your bright red hair. I was gonna say, you're gonna spend more than 4 pounds a week on the fucking dye job to maintain it. Hey! That was a bad laugh. So, at last you've learnt to apply my methods, Mr. Naruhodo. Look for pixel shit that I thought was already checked. Sorry. In the first instance, in quite indispensable observation. Believe me, I could have seen that hair with my eyes shut. I made that joke earlier. That's my joke. It's my joke, you butthole. So then, allow me to regale you with the details of my latest exploits. Regale or boast? So what is the Red-Headed League, which seems to be the subject of the advertisement you've circled? I said that with the wrong emphasis, but don't worry. You noticed it in the paper, then? That, my dear fellow, was going to be the source of this month's rent payment. £16 was not going to pay rent. It was? How? According to the advertisement, the Red-Headed League is a distinguished institution of fellows of unspecified governance. In fact, the only condition for becoming a member is having red hair. That doesn't entirely surprise me. But listen to what the lucky redheads receive once they join. Non-conditional salary of £4 a week. Oh my, £4 a week? That's absolutely nothing. But why? What are they paying people for? I do believe that they're associated with the Society of Red Hair Dye. They're trying to boost sales. That I don't know. No details are given in the advertisement. But surely every red-headed person in the country would be flocking to join in that case. You're right, Susie. That was on the Sholmes. You're right, Susie. There's no time to lose. I'll put in my application at once. So will I, just on the off chance. That might be stretching a point, I think. The trouble is, they have a fixed number of members, you see. Oh, I see. So once a certain number of people have joined, no one else can. I gotta get going to enjoy the rest of the stream. Thanks for hanging around, Captain. Hope you're doing well, man. But as luck would have it, one member recently passed away. How fortunate. That's fucked up, Mr. Sholmes. So you decided to try and join in his place? Until next time. So long, farewell. I mean, look at me. Have you ever seen such a red-headed fellow? No. Because I don't Sharpie my hair. So why? Why did it have to go so wrong? What on earth happened? A blunder, Mr. Naruhodo, though it pains me to admit it. Blunder? Blunderbunger. What did you actually do to your hair, Mr. Sholmes? I'm glad you asked, Miss Susato. What you see atop my head is neither dyed nor a hairpiece. I changed the color of my hair overnight by the wonders of chemistry. Chemistry? I was conducting some research into a method of rejuvenating spent tea leaves. No tea leaf is going to get you that color. And in the course of my work, I stumbled upon a potion that, when taken, turns one's hair a flame-like red. Would you like to try it? It will make every hair on your body perfectly crimson. I think I'll pass. But Mr. Sholmes, is it quite safe to drink? Surely it's bad for you, isn't it? Our amateurs are always hampered by such fears. Oh, I should never have doubted you, Mr. Sholmes. You mean to say... But of course. To earn £4 per week, one must be prepared to turn a blind eye to a little danger. That degree of red signals more than just a little danger, surely. So
Anyway, Hurley left full of confidence yesterday with his new red hair. For the park on Lime Street where the Red-Headed League were interviewing prospective new members.
So what went wrong? The whole park was choked with red-headed folk like Acosta's orange barrow. I queued for 8 hours solid before at last I reached the front. But when the panel of interviewers saw me, they immediately said, "Oh, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, are you in disguise to conduct an investigation?" Yeah, obviously people know you, dumbass. So naturally, I had no choice but to reply, "Shh, don't give me away, dumbass." After which I could do little else but turn and leave. Then this morning, when I looked in the mirror, irritation stirred within me. So I turned the pair into the police.
Oh dear.
Nope.
Oh dear, what a disaster for Hurley and these two redheads.
Weird. Ding-a-ling-a-ling, bitch. Aha! Here is my guest now, my latest client with money to spend.
Oh, I do hope it's an exciting case, Hurley.
Remember, Iris, we are at present gripped by the greatest problem known to man. I must be willing to accept any case, no matter how unstimulating. Save locating a runaway, of course. Like your boyfriend. Don't spare anyone's feelings, will you?
Oh dear, I'm afraid that Hurley can lack a little tact, especially just before the rent is due.
Whack. I did not expect her to come back. Mr. Sholmes, Mr. Herlock Sholmes, please, oh please. Please find my husband, he's run away. That's a little bit on the nose. To upset me? I beg your pardon. Never mind, a personal matter. My apologies. What exactly are you trying to say? Wait, what? Oh, I fucked up. What? Never mind, a personal matter. My apologies. What exactly are you trying to say, Mr. Naruhodo? I didn't say a word. Okay, good. Come, my dear madam, be seated. Iris, some tea, if you please. Of course. What's the matter, Miss Susato?
She's literally one of the jury members from the case we just did. Come on, man. Oh, it's just that gentlewoman.
I feel sure I've seen her somewhere before. We're all stupid. We're all stupid. Yes, now you come to mention it. As I explained earlier, my eve is Evie Vigil. As in ever vigil, do you get it, player? I implore you to take the case, sir. Money is no object, simply name your figure. Money and wealth are of little consequence to me, madam. Being offered a case to solve is reward enough. You idiot! Oh, Mr. Sholmes, you are the picture of benevolence. I will, of course, make a mental note of your offer, however, for contingent reasons. I trust you will remember your words also. If I might inquire, sir. This gentleman and lady would be... Do you not remember us? Me? What I am about to tell you, I should like to communicate in the strictest confidence, you understand. Oh, these are my friends. Do you not recognize them either? Jesus Christ. My poor boy, he's hideous. He is. He's absolutely hideous. Also, juror number 2 is back. I assure you, you may say anything before this pair... Nope. Try again. Rewind. Rewind YouTube's time. I assure you, you may say anything before this... I fucked it up again. God damn it. I assure you, you may say before this pair anything which you may say to me. That was a horribly structured phrase. Ah, I see. I can vouch for the gentleman personally, after all. He's hard of hearing. Why did I ever get my hopes up? You bastard. Okay, I guess we get to talk to you then. Forgive me for asking, Mrs. Vigil, but Have we met somewhere before? Quite recently, perhaps? Oh my! My dear fellow, what is your intention? Clearly you have no ability to differentiate the facial features of the English. If you wish to invite the lady to tea, you must do so in a more gentlemanly fashion. Is it possible that you're the nice young lawyer from the trial I attended last week? Ugh, I knew I recognized her. To have a man's fate in the palm of one's hand. Oh gosh, oh golly, it sends shivers down my spine. I didn't quite recognize her because she's acting so differently now. It must be very difficult for you as a lawyer, being hard of hearing, I mean. Pardon? Oh dear, I'm so sorry. Don't worry if you can't hear. It was frippery, really, nothing more. Now look what you've started, Mr. Sholmes. Thank you very much. I believe it would be prudent for you to sit quietly in the corner. Go to your timeout square. Anyway, I'm gonna keep talking. Tell us about your husband, madam. Mr. Vigil, my dearly, is 40 years of age. So he gets an old man voice too, just like that judge and that scientist. I have a photograph here. An entirely unremarkable gentleman, by appearance at least. How long have you been married? It will be 15 years this year. We have a cordial relationship and my husband's income is more than adequate, so we live quite comfortably. As it would appear, I need only look at you to know these things. Oh gosh! Your dress is the latest style, your hat clearly regularly groomed, and your eyes are animated. You're not just a background NPC, you get an animation. In short, you have no inkling as to why your husband might have disappeared, correct? That's right, he's a kind man with a strong sense of loyalty, and he rather dotes on me. Which would point to the possibility that he has become embroiled in some incident or other. Oh, that is exactly what I fear must have happened, Mr. Sholmes. I'm quite beside myself. My husband's employment is somewhat unusual, you see. What if he's incurred some miscreant's ill will? What exactly is your husband's line of work? He's a warder at the prison. Oops. Guard? That is somewhat unusual. Say, your husband is a prison warder. That's right, yes. Well, in actual fact, he's the chief warder. Indeed, I see. Well, chief prison warder certainly qualifies as something of a specialist occupation. Yes, it does indeed. My poor husband must prepare those dreadful punishments and see that they're carried out. Dreadful punishments? Does she mean capital punishments? Jesus. At such times, he must occasionally spend a night or two in the prison dormitory. But for that extra responsibility, he's remunerated more handsomely than the other warders. Phoenix with the resub! Hello, Phoenix! How's it going? Thank you so much for the 7 months, man. We've just, juror number 2 is apparently going to be our client for this case because her husband's gone poofy poof. And also her husband is the one who, carries out executions at the prison. So that's cool. Of course, we make no mention of my husband's work to the neighbors. Yes, I believe your prudence is justified. Tell me, at what prison is your husband engaged? Barclay Prison, Mr. Sholmes. Really? Barclay? Oh, a fine establishment. If I'm not mistaken, there's a large cemetery just behind it. Yes, that's correct. Lowgate Cemetery. Uh-oh. Lowgate Cemetery? The very place we were discussing in court? Bitch, you got a conflict of interest too. You get a conflict of interest, and you get a conflict of interest, and you get a conflict of interest. That's unbelievable. Why is Sholmes a redhead? Don't worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. There's some society that'll... It has, like, a set number of redheads, and if you're a redhead and you're old enough, they will pay you £4 a week. And one of their members just died, so Sholmes was like, I'm gonna try and get in with them. And then they recognized him. So his hair is stupid red, and he doesn't get paid. So, you know, sucks to be a dumbass. Unbelievable, my dear fellow, and yet undeniable. Sorry, Mr. Sholmes, I'm afraid you've lost me. Do you not remember the case we were just involved in, madam? Oh, pay no heed, madam, pay no heed. A private matter. Wait a minute. Her husband was the one who killed the professor then. Holy balls. This can't really be a coincidence, can it? Interesting. So, to the matter of your husband's disappearance. When did you realize he was missing? Please try not to laugh. It was yesterday. I'm sorry, yesterday? It really is recent. Laughably so. What? The truth is my husband does at times have occasion to spend the night away for his work. Or at least that's what he tells me. It's not at all out of the ordinary for him not to return home at night, but this is different. For him not to make any contact for a whole day, that has certainly never happened before. Oh, my dear Daly, whatever can have happened? The professor said, no, remember from the last case, the professor was the mass murderer who was executed and buried in Lowgate Cemetery. No, Mikotoba is unfortunately alive, Susato still has a dad. My dear Mrs. Vigil, please calm yourself. Now then, have you contacted the police? Why, naturally, but sadly, they refuse to listen to my pleas as my husband has only been missing for 1 day. I was asked to wait patiently at home. In truth, Mrs. Vigil, I concur with the police. However, let us not be hasty. I see no reason why we should not engage my deductive powers to track your husband down anyway. Oh, thank you, Mr. Sholmes. And furthermore, let me assure you, a chance to solve the greatest program known to man for another month has no bearing on my decision. I seek only to put a sweet smile on another Londoner's face. That's really all there is to it. You have my eternal gratitude. I shall pay any sum you care to mention. You seek only to put the suite's rent in your landlady's purse. That's all there is to it. Oh shit, Gotti! Thank you for everything you have shared with us, Mrs. Vigil. I believe I have all the information I need to begin my investigation. Oh, please report to me soon with good news, sir. I'll be waiting. Fear not, madam. In a day or two, I shall be contacting you with a heartening report, I'm quite sure. Gee, Phoenix, I wonder why you never have any points to redeem. Oh, how splendid, Mr. Sholmes. Good news should be delivered early, I always say. If you would be so kind as to leave the photograph of your husband in my possession. Okay. Nope, shut up, I want to look at that. No, shut up, I want to look at that. Okay. I can't thank you enough, Mr. Sholmes. You've been simply marvelous. Okay. Not a lot out of her, then. Okay, so this is a very... Goddamn, this is a long section. had the point, so I went for it. Now I'm poor again. Hooray for poverty. Oh, you need to learn how to save. Okay. Trying to decide how much more I want to do, because my voice is actually going a little bit. We'll go to the top of the hour. We'll go to the top of the hour.
You know, I think it every time, Hurley. But how do you come out with such nonsense? Good news in a day or two. Are you sure?
I can't be sure, of course, but then I didn't swear on it. I merely gave the good woman some hope. I hope to be able to deliver her good news. I almost got through that. I merely gave the good woman some hope. I hope to be able to give her good news, one might say. After all, the rent must be paid by the end of the day tomorrow. If by that time I've successfully located Mr. Vigil, we shall be mutually relieved. Wouldn't you agree, Mr. Naruhodo? Don't look at me with those pleading eyes. You're the ones who doesn't charge me rent. Well, my dear fellow, did you hear the details of the case? Yes, my hearing is surprisingly good, actually. Excellent. And what did you make of it? Well, I was surprised to learn where her husband worked. At Barclay Prison, I mean. Oh, so you noted that.
It was literally the only information we got. Especially with the mention of Logate Cemetery.
Logate Cemetery is at the rear of Barclay Prison. So it was renowned among us students at the university for being haunted by the ghosts of condemned convicts. Yep.
Barclay Prison is where that notorious man was incarcerated.
The professor. And now a warder from the prison has mysteriously disappeared, it would seem. It's all very peculiar. Indeed. But nothing you can't handle, I'm quite certain, Mr. Naruhodo. I'm sorry, what? Run along to the prison and see what you can glean, would you? I'm not doing your fucking shit for you. It's the prison governor you want. No doubt the man is equally worried. But aren't you going to go yourself? Because it's your job? Surely you needn't ask. I can't possibly be seen out with this hair. So buzz it and get on with your life. Come on, man. But didn't you go to Lime Street with that hair? That was quite a different matter. Now I've got hiccups. I'm good. So I leave it in your capable hands. Now if you'll excuse me, I'm rather busy. Finding a razor. All right. Of course you are. Yeah, I guess we'll go to the prison. Barclay Prison is on the outskirts of London, backing onto a lonely burial ground. Its 4 high outer walls loomed quietly before us in the fog. Having requested a meeting, we were shown to the governor's office in the watchtower. That's a fucked up grandfather clock, and that's a fucked up small cage for a big bird. Oh boy. This place is full of hardened criminals. I cannot remember the last time a civilian was down here. Oh, he's fucking Scottish, isn't he? This place is full of him and criminals. I cannot remember the last time a civilian was down here. And you didn't want to talk to an inmate, but to me. Don't look Scottish. Do you can know who I am? I'm the governor, Barry Kyden. Oh, yes, it's a pleasure. So I hear Legends is good. I do too, no spoilers, because I'm not going to buy it till my birthday, because I really don't have time to play a new video game until then. Oh, yes, it's a pleasure. I'm Rinosuke Naruhodo, defense lawyer. And an Easterner, I see. Does that mean... Haley! Oh no, Haley's not listening. But, I've just given this voice the voice of the fucking... who's this fucking ass? Can't remember. What's with the clock? It's a prison, man. It's a prison. Yes, I'm a visiting student of law from the Empire of Japan. Japan! Did you say Japan? Yes? But there's not any of your kind in here, laddie. Maybe you should try the prison next door, eh?
I didn't notice another prison next door, sir.
Anyway, we came to ask you some questions about... I didn't like to be so direct, but... I've no intention of speaking with the likes of these suspicion-looking Easterners. Okay! Everybody's racist in Britain. Now get out of my head. I guess I could have just made him Canadian, couldn't I? Well. So as soon as he finds out that we're from Japan, he reacts like this. That surely means...
I think it's because of the professor case.
I think so too. 10 years ago, Genshin Impact, also known as the Professor, was incarcerated at this prison. And then after his execution, he apparently re-emerged from his grave in the cemetery behind the prison. I might have known! You're sniffing around the boots of that case, aren't you? Your agency, part of the Professor's great web, no doubt. No, not at all. We're just... Get gone with you, before I punch your lights out. We're going! Clearly the ghost of that killer still haunts this place. We're not going to get anywhere near here. Unless we can somehow prove to this man that there's nothing suspicious about us.
Governor Caden.
Thinking, Miss Susato.
I feel sure that name came up in conversation recently somewhere. I was wondering if whoever mentioned him might have some ideas to help us.
I don't remember that. Come to think of it, I have the same feeling. Oh, okay, so... Oh my god, we have to talk to Dad and the judge again. Maybe just Dad. That's Professor Mikotoba over there.
Well, follow you two. I was just taking a moment to catch up on the world now that I'm unpacked.
Where's Judge Chikoku?
Yes, he's not the relaxing sort. He's taken him up to say his reflects to all the legal bigwigs.
Having only just arrived in the country today, goodness, he is full of energy.
Professor, you mentioned something before about how you'd known the prison governor at Barclay Prison. I don't remember this.
Well, Governor Caden, you mean?
So it is the same man.
Father, must speak with the governor. But he refused to talk to us. He said we were suspicious Easterners.
Well, I'm sure if I accompanied you, it would be a very different story.
Oh, would you? That would be wonderful if you have time now. Yeah, no, you're not wrong, Phoenix.
Sadly, as you can see, I'm very busy at the moment.
You're reading a newspaper. Yeah, busy drinking coffee on a comfortable settee.
Oh no, I have rather a lot to prepare for tomorrow, you know.
Oh, sorry. Didn't say that out loud, did I? You Mikotobas are alarmingly good at reading people's thoughts.
Could it be that you Naruhodos are alarmingly bad at hiding your thoughts?
Let's not fall out now. I have an idea.
He's gonna write us a note. What's he writing on that piece of paper?
There's a letter of introduction for you. Hopefully, when he sees my name, he'll praise it too.
Oh, thank you. Okay. Cool.
Good luck then.
Can we not talk? Nope, okay. So glad we came all the way back here for this. Let me shove this in your face. Okay, illegible. Oh, that's definitely not going to be important at all, huh? Blackbird line. That must be the boat that they took. If you just cast your eyes over this, Governor Caden. What's this then? You cannot pull the wool over my eyes, you good-for-nothing Japanese student. Mikotoba. That young jock from the forensics laboratory. That's Mikotoba. Yes, exactly. Him.
Dear, perhaps I should have said something sooner. Like he's my fucking dad! I'm Yujin Mikataba's daughter, Susato.
You bitch! Jings, you're the young man's daughter. And you didn't think to mention that to Ford. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I do apologize. You were kind of scary.
Well, you'd best take a seat then. Can I offer you a cup of tea, perhaps? This is very cute. And don't forget to try one of these wee hand-gift biscuits. Your father's influence is nothing short of amazing.
I'm literally regretting not announcing who I was from the outset now.
Yeah, dumbass. So then, what can I do for him?
Well, we're currently investigating the case.
It's one of your warders, you see. He's gone missing. Missing?
That's right. It's surely been reported to you as well, being the prison governor.
I'm gonna guess no. Nope. I've heard of nothing from the sort. There's no missing persons in my prison. But how can that be?
It's Mr. Daily Vigil, your chief warder.
Vigil? That's right. His wife came to us and asked us to investigate his disappearance. Let's skip the part about him only going missing yesterday for now. That means something to him.
Would you be so kind as to tell us what you know, sir?
I'd of course. Ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum, ba-dum-bum. I have a dad! Yeah, she's the only one in the series who has a dad that's alive right now. We understand that Mr. Vigil is the chief warder here at the prison. That he was? That he was, not that he is. Strong sense of responsibility and dedicated to the job, no doubt about it. No doubt about it. He was a fine warder. Sorry, did you say was? No, I said were. He does not work here no more. He left the job. Oh shit.
Oh my. Oh shit.
When was this exactly? There's a question. When was it about? Can it have been much less than 10 years ago now? Oh.
What?
10 years ago? He stopped working here 10 years ago? As a mind it, dearie Ken, I haven't heard the fella's name in all the time. That's a worry if he's gone missing though. But Mrs. Vigil made no mention of it.
I think perhaps Mr. Naruhodo, that his wife simply doesn't know. I think she's unaware that he no longer works here.
Then how is he making so much money? Uh-oh, he's into some shit. That's why he went missing. Bum 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 ba-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba. Whoa! Too far. There we go. Governor Caden, can you tell us what happened? Why did Mr. Vigil give up his job here? This was 10 years ago. I have no fucking idea. That's important, is it? Yes, I believe it may be.
What are you thinking, Mr. Naruhodo?
I'm not. I can't help wondering, given that it was 10 years ago. Exactly when the professor was being held at this prison. Oh boy. Oh boy.
So Mr. Vigil actually resigned from the position of chief warder 10 years ago, you're telling us? What happened to make him leave the job?
In actual fact, he didn't leave the job willingly. He had no choice in the matter. You mean he was dismissed? Talk to my ass. It was after a particular walk. Sorry, a walk? That's our word for it in here. A walk to the gallows. Oh, an execution. It's the job of the chief warder to prepare the gallows tree and oversee any executions, you see. Only, Vigil did something unthinkable on that last walk he was manning.
What did he do?
Sorry, but I cannot reveal that information. But I can tell you that it's very rare for a chief warder to be relieved of his post. But why wouldn't Mrs. Vigil know about it? She appears to be under the impression that her husband still works here. I wouldn't have known anything about that, I'm afraid. Honey, I should have told you this sooner, but I've been working out of this weird place that forces us to have weird masks on. So only the like really notorious criminals had to have masks on. Which means in theory, none of the prison staff should even have known the guy's face. And that's why it's gonna be Strongheart, and then Kazuma's dad was just used as a scapegoat, and they put a mask over it so no one could tell. Yeah. Yep.
Can you perhaps answer one more question about the circumstances of his dismissal?
And what would that be, Hin?
That last execution that Mr. Vigil was responsible for overseeing. Was it by any chance the professor's?
My thoughts exactly. I'm sorry, I really am. But I'm not at liberty to answer that.
I see.
The bird is... yeah, that is not a big enough cage for that poor little bird.
My father came to Britain all those years ago in order to study forensic medicine. But you seem to have been well acquainted.
The death room, the prison, and the cemetery have a lot to do with one another. After all, they need fresh corpses for forensics research. Do you know, Kin? Yes, I can imagine.
The advancement of medical science isn't always particularly palatable.
Your father worked in the laboratory just on the far side of the graveyard, in the basement of St. Sinners. It's still in use today. St. Sinners? That's come up before, I'm sure.
Yes, that's right. We've been there.
Tobin and I have to ride in a carriage together and negotiate terms. Or more fresh material, I suppose. Aye, and we used to sit in here for hours and gab on about sections and all sorts. Ugh, it takes me back. Over a pot of tea and a crate of Cuff biscuits, for course.
How charming.
He was a good fella, your father. Reliable and did sit on his work. And I'm afraid I'll never understand you Japanese. Oh. It's because of Genshin Impact, I suppose. Well. I cannot tell you anything else.
Thank you so much for your time, Governor.
But one moment before you're away, Hin. I'm sure I have it here somewhere. That dead bird in a cage. I found it. Here, take this as a wee souvenir of your visit to the prison.
What is it?
It's Vigil's dismissal notice. It's 10 years old now, of course.
Oh my, are you sure?
Aye, it's no trouble at all. It's no the original mind. Okay. Thank you very much, Governor Caden. Don't say another word, I'm gonna look at this. Leave to post for having violated Clause 132, so we're gonna figure out what that clause is. Rights to redundancy pay and other financial benefits are revoked. Aiding and abetting the escape from this prison of convict just prior to his execution. Strongheart was the professor. Strongheart was the professor. This guy helped him escape, and then they took Kazuma's dad and put him in his place. Still be investigated. Jailbreak plot was conceived prior to the convict's incarceration. Sure. Convict engages in a form of negotiation with the prison staff in order to secure assistance. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Well in the turn. Never talk to me again. Do me a favor and never come back here. That case is closed. Cool. Super friendly.
Well, I think we ought to return to Baker Street for the time being.
Yes, I agree. We need to report back out to Mr. Sholmes with what we found out about Mr. Vigil. What will he tell Mrs. Vigil, I wonder? Probably nothing good. I'm just gonna pause right here. I think I think I can still go a little bit more. Oh my god, my phone's about to die. Shit. Okay, I'm just gonna run down and plug my phone into charge so it doesn't die on me. And then I'll be right back. Fucking hell, I hate you. Fucking hate you, OBS, you piece of shit. Jesus fucking. All right, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let me just switch over here. There we go. Wonder if Mr. Sholmes is still at home. Let's find out. Okay, November 1st. Oh yeah, so we have been here almost a year. We're back. Hello, you two.
Hello, you two. I thought you'd be back before long, so I baked some scones for us all.
Ah, so that's what the delicious smell. Oh my. Just messaging Haley. Greetings, my dear fellas. You've returned a good deal sooner than I was anticipating. Hello, Mr. Sholmes. Katie's looking ass.
Hello, Mr. Sholmes.
Say nothing. Your thoughts are written all over your faces in any case. It turns out that it may have been advisable to test my hair color restoration tonic before application.
Oh my.
Pray tell me, what of our warder friend? Have you garnered some new information? Oh, yes, something very surprising, in fact. Though it's not a patch on your hair, to be honest.
It most certainly isn't, but still, we discovered that.
Sholmes! Sholmes! Drop everything, Sholmes! This is more important! Gina? What was that sound? I can't believe it. Gina, what the fuck? Gina?
What's happened?
Clearly a very grave matter indeed. Well, Miss Lestrade made no mention of my hair whatsoever. You self-centered, egotistical bitch. She is sobbing. It's the boss. What do you mean, Inspector? No, not no. Fuck me!
No. No. Are you serious?
Why do they kill every good character? Gregson's fucking dead? The boss is he's dead. What? They just found his body shot with a pistol. Gina crying is really upsetting. What?
But Inspector Gregson.
He was murdered?
No, not Gregsy.
Oh, Iris. Come in, my dear girl. Tell us the whole story. So I was gonna end stream. I don't think I will. I think we're gonna keep going a little bit here. Can I please give her a hug? Can someone please give her a hug? Are you serious, Gina? Inspector Gregson was really shot? I don't know much about what happened myself yet. I'm still there, investigating the scene. Where did this take place? A little rented room in a building full of flats on Fresno Street. Outskirts of town, nowhere near his home. He was perhaps investigating a case then. The thing is, no one at the yard knows nothing about no case around there.
Oh, strange.
The boss he was so good to me. I know I ain't up to much yet, but he was gonna take her to Paris. He was gonna take her with him. Camera. Lighting, whatever. Stop fucking up. Just stay consistent. There, that's You were so good. You were so His low light compensation turned itself back on. That's a bitch. Okay, now we're good. Now we're good. Not the time, camera. One day I was gonna show him. I'd become a proper detective. This is awful. He Oh, Ginny. If I had known that was the last time I was going to voice Gregson, I would have put some more energy into it. I'm never gonna speak again, fam. Who did this? Do you have any idea who the culprit is? They got him already. Already? They've caught the shooter so soon. A witness reported something was going on, and the boys got straight down there and took care of him.
Oh, what other person did this?
Is it Kazuma?
I still can't believe it myself. Gina?
It's fucking Kazuma. He snapped.
It was... the Reaper.
So I wasn't far off. This is why we never trusted that hoe. Wait a minute. You don't mean they've arrested Lord Van Zykes for it?
That's right. That Reaper bloke's gone and shot the boss.
No. Lord Van Zykes? He'd use a sword. Gun isn't really his style. Are you quite sure, Miss Lestrade? It's Baroque Van Zykes the police have arrested.
I saw him with my own eyes in the interview room at the yard. I don't believe it. But there were witnesses, and they're all saying it was him. So you mean there were actually multiple witnesses? They heard the gunshot, apparently. And when our lot got to the scene, there was only the boss and that Reaper bloke in the room.
But there's no way Lord Van Zykes would have taken Gregson's life. I just don't believe it.
I don't believe it either.
Shit. Gina crying is so upsetting. Thank you for informing us, Miss Lestrade. This really is most terrible news. I'm dreadfully sorry.
What are you saying sorry for? You didn't do nothing.
Sholmes, what did you do? Why do you know something?
Anyway, I'll take a cab over to the scene right now. Please come on, as soon as you can. You've got to help.
We're not going to bring him back to life, Gina. I'm sorry. We're not the British government. We can't bring corpses back to life. It's a detective's lot to appear whenever some sinister plot has unfolded. Little wonder we all look haggard. Sometimes these things are almost too much for the nerves. Hard to take you seriously with that hair, buddy. Kind of feels like you're making light of the scene here. Mr. Sholmes. Oh, fuck, you're right, Phoenix. No. I am not defending that bitch. He gets to go down for this. I don't care if he actually did it. He gets to take the blame. What use is there in being a great detective if I fail to see something like this coming, How could I let this happen to Gregson? I lost his voice there, but it's fine. No, please don't make us defend him. Mr. Naruhodo, I shall leave at once to begin my investigations. Of course, yes, we will too. It would be helpful if you could talk to Mr. Reaper and see what you can glean. I'm sure you were intending to do so anyway. I don't want to talk to him. Until later, then. Inspector Gregson dead. Lord Van Bitch arrested? So net neutral.
Bruno, Susie, I've called you a hansom. It's waiting outside.
Thanks, Iris. Shall we, Miss Susato?
Yes.
Iris would 100% come with us. Just gonna call that out here. I'm not ready to see his body. Gregson. Oh, Gregson! Motherfucking bitch-ass fuck. Oh my god. This really is an out-of-the-way part of London. I doubt many people find their way down this back street. This dust-ridden rented old room is where it happened then. It's the room where it happened, the room where it happened, the room where it happened.
So this is where poor Inspector Gregson lost his life.
Yes. The police are already hard at work investigating, it seems. Why is there a wig? I don't see Mr. Sholmes anywhere, though. Perhaps his investigations have taken him elsewhere.
Oi, what you think you're doing there? Every one of them drawers got...
Nope.
Every one of them drawers has got to be taken right out so you can look underneath and all. I want the space above the ceiling checked, and don't forget to look inside the chimney stack too. Blimey, ain't you lot never gone over an house looking for dough when the owners are out of town?
Gina's obviously got some unique investigative techniques she wants everyone to adopt. God, I love her.
Oh, so you've turned up...
Thanks, Casey.
Oh, so you turned up at last. Mind you, I ain't here, been here long myself.
Hello again, Gina.
Sholmes has only just left. You're lucky you missed that. He went prancing around in here, pointing at stuff and flicking that out of his, and then just scuppered.
Oh, he's finished investigating already, you mean?
Yeah, he didn't stop to say nothing no one, not even me.
Gina, would you mind if we investigated too? Give her a hug. Somebody just give this poor girl a hug.
Listen, Odo, you're loyal, right?
Yes? Why?
Well, you're not thinking of trying to help that Raker bloke, are you?
No, absolutely not. Regina, she's never going to forget, is she? That trial will haunt her forever. Yeah, technically she was working with Barack. What's been going on in Sam the Turret updates? Not much, Casey. Not much. The detective's dead, and Gina's taken it well. And Sam did get a tank upgrade. I can't remember if I posted the video or not, but yeah, he's in a big 55-gallon tank now, so he's much happier. Now I just have a tank and a stand that I have to put up on Craigslist or something.
Gina, if you don't mind me saying, Lord Van Sykes really is responsible for this crime. Will be duly and fairly judged in court.
I suppose you're right, yeah. Go on then, Odo, get investigating. I want to know the truth about what really happened here.
Thank you, Gina. Guess we'll talk with her. Again, I was gonna end stream because I have a lot of shit I need to do, but, no. Gina, what was Inspector Gregson doing here in the first place?
That's what I want to know. It's what? Half a year since I got out of the clank. That's when I decided to give up me diving and become a detective instead.
Oh yeah, Mr. Sholmes twisted the inspector's arm to agree to take you on as an apprentice, didn't he?
Something like that, I think. Anyway, the point is, I don't really know much about the boss till then. As it turns out, he's a bit of a legend at the yard.
Goodness, really?
They say he managed to solve some really tricky case, just like that.
Did?
Yup, and ever since then he started going out on all sorts of investigations, but always on his own. No one else at the yard even knows what half his cases he's working on are, apparently.
It's not how it's supposed to work, is it? So what was the legendary inspector doing in a dingy little room like this?
I know he had a lot of respect for the Reaper and all, and look where that landed him.
Respect for the Reaper? What way?
I heard him say as much. I take my hat off to that fella, were his words.
Not how the general public feels, is it? Most people are terrified of the Reaper.
Yeah, boss said that's exactly why he respected the bloke.
Didn't realize Gregson held the Reaper in quite such high regard.
He said something else to me and all. How he didn't need to worry about the Reaper, because he only goes after people who are bad. It did kind of set my mind at ease when he said that.
Right. This is bad, man. This is bad. What's this place then? Does anyone live here?
Apparently it's being written by some cove called Hugh Boone.
Hugh Boone. Huge boon? Interesting.
New boon.
It's sort of here today, gone tomorrow name, that, isn't it? But they recommend you hide a buddy. Buddy.
Yeah, he's what we call non-identified person. We haven't been able to get in touch with him.
You see, well, judging from appearances, I have to say this place hasn't been lived in for a long time, if ever.
Right? All the lads from the yard piled down to get stuck into the investigation. But there's so little here, no one knew what to do with themselves.
I do wonder.
Yes, Miss Susato?
Well, could it be that this huge boon is in fact Inspector Gregson himself?
What? How could that be?
Well, if he was investigating on his own, it's quite possible that this was in fact some kind of secret office of his.
I'd never even considered that. That was literally the first thing I thought of.
Nice work, Suze. We're actually following the line of inquiry like that ourselves.
Are.
If you look around the room, you'll see there's a few things that hint at it.
We should really investigate this place in detail, player. Nah, let's keep talking.
I see that's where the poor inspector was found, over there.
Yeah, that's right. They said it was a single bullet what did him in. Apparently the bullet went right through him and struck that candle tree on the wall.
Oh yes, it's blown one of the candles apart completely.
What? What the fuck? No. And the gun used is down the floor. It's the Reapers in it. No denying that.
What? Really?
How do you know that?
Take it easy. I don't know what to do with myself when you stare at me with them big wide eyes. I'm only saying what I've heard. I don't know much about guns myself. But there's some bigwig lawman or whatever who said so. Why don't you ask him?
Bigwig lawman, is it? Strong heart.
Anyway, Fresno Street runs right along under that window there. There were some street sellers just outside who heard the gunshot.
Oh, but I don't recall seeing anybody outside.
Yeah, they've all been taken down the yard for questioning, that's why. We're talking about the yard's legendary inspector here, after all. They'll be getting a grilling.
You think we might be able to speak with those street sellers ourselves?
I doubt it. Lads at the yard will just want to know what you're snooping for, and you'll be up for a grinnel and all.
So we can't interview the witnesses then. Shame.
Yeah, they'll
Testify tomorrow, I'm sure. Alright. Let's... Who's that lady?
Oh, it's a photograph stand. I suppose it must be a picture of one of Inspector Gregson's family members.
Uh-oh. Is Gregson somehow her husband? What's the matter? Your eyes look like they're about to pop out of your head.
They are. Help, Mr. Naruhodo, quickly.
Yep. I hate you. Naru, shut the fuck up, man. No, that is not the same person. That's not the same person. Why do I feel like this woman is familiar somehow?
You idiot! We met her this morning!
Oh, it's, Mrs. Vigil.
This makes no sense. Why would there be a picture of Mrs. Vigil in here?
Because he was simping. To be frank, I don't think I've ever been more stumped, really.
I'm sorry to say, I have no idea either. We're both fucking idiots! Oh my god!
You have no idea why that might be here, huh?
This looks like some sort of notice board or something.
And it's absolutely covered in scraps of paper.
Mr. Naruhodo, look.
This, you mean? It's an autopsy report, isn't it?
And these are case notes here, and details of prison inmates.
Yes, in fact, they're all the sort of documents that only a detective could normally acquire. What on earth went on in this room?
Some old newspaper cuttings. And this one here.
Oh yes, the advertisement, you mean? To the Red-Headed League. But why? What's that doing here?
Whoever occupied this room was clearly interested in it for some reason.
Really, we have nothing to say about the pictures that are turned around on the mantle? But we have something to say about the mantle? An empty fireplace makes a room feel even colder than it would be otherwise, doesn't it?
It's thick with dust, look. I think it would be fair to say it hasn't been used in a very long time.
In other words, whoever lived in this room must have been extremely hardy in cold weather.
Or nobody lived here at all and merely visited when the occasion arose, dipshit. I wouldn't like to say which is more likely.
No, that's right. It's one or the other. Nothing to say about the okay, you know what? Nope, sure. Excuse me.
Sorry, sir. Can't see a thing, sir. Too many tears, sir.
Oh. Right, perhaps I'd better leave you to your work then. That's sad. That's very sad. Okay, we got a gun, a doll, a body, a wig, candlestick, and another bitch. Excuse me.
If you're looking down on us from the great beyond, Inspector, don't worry. We'll look after things at the yard.
Interrupted some deep thoughts there. Okay. How about this? I'm gonna look at everything before I look at the obvious stuff. Someone's very haphazardly nailed those boards over the broken glass, haven't they? Couldn't even really call it a window anymore.
Well, if you remember the window in Mr. Natsume's room, that was totally blocked up with bricks. This one does at least still let in some light, so you could say...
You could say nothing more about it. Starting to feel even more sorry for Mr. Natsume now. Yeah, he's fine. He went home. The top of one of the candles in this candle holder has been completely blown off. So I guess they're saying the one on the right, so the two leftmost were lit, but then the right one wasn't? This is fucking weird.
Yes, there's wax splattered on the wall behind it, look.
I really don't see it. I don't see the wax. Oh, I have a better shot of it here. I don't see it, but okay. Okay, game. I suppose if a bullet had hit it...
It does seem likely that the bullet hit the candle, having first passed through the inspector's body.
What are the chances of that? Ugh, now that wax on the wall looks like blood to me. Yeah, it probably is. Ah, there's some black marks here, look.
Yes, they look like some sort of scorch marks.
So perhaps the bullet struck the candle here, do you think? It's only this one candle that's been cracked in half, it seems.
Yes, I think you might be right. Firearms are rarely used by criminals in Japan, so I'm afraid I'm not particularly knowledgeable about them.
Okay, where's the rest of the candle then? Where's the rest of the candle then? Show me where! Show me where the rest of the candle is then! This is presumably the murder weapon then.
Oh, it is real, I suppose.
I think so. Guns are so rare in Japan, I really know very little about them.
There's one way to know for sure, Mr. Naruhodo. Fire a shot!
Susato, what the fuck? If I did that, I'd be looking for a skilled lawyer to represent me in court. Slightly safer just to ask someone who might know, I think. Best to avoid handling it. About that. I want to play with the gun. I want to play with the gun. How many shots were fired? Suppose this must have been the murder weapon. Oh my, it's real. Oh, I think so. Guns are so rare. Oh, so this is just the same dialogue. Never mind. Perhaps someone familiar with firearms could shed a light on things here. Okay, so it says that for the entire gun. Got it. How about this little toy? Oh, what's this?
It appeared to be a little model policeman. It's rather charming, isn't it? In a way.
Seeing as it's on the floor here, do you think it belonged to Inspector Gregson?
It's a little hard to imagine Lord Vinzlax playing with something like this.
Susato, without hesitating, fired the fucking gun. Right? This killed one of our good friends. Hey, can I try it out? Girl's not right. Girl is not okay. It's only about 8 centimeters tall. It could have fallen out of someone's pocket, I suppose. I think we should record it as I
think we should record it as evidence, just in case.
Yes, I agree. It is rather delightful after all, in a way.
Okay, let's go ahead and examine that now. I kind of thought there would be like something on his feet. I'm sure this won't come up. Helmet of this policeman appears to be a little worse for wear. Oh, it's a little scratched up. Not convinced about the charming part, but yes, you're right. Head part looks like it's been fairly heavily manhandled. As if somebody enjoyed twisting it around and around for fun. Shall we try twisting it around and around too, for fun? What the It appears to be some sort of key. Oh my god, it's the Yatagarasu's key. Oh my god, it's the Yatagarasu's key all over again. It's tiny though, it couldn't be a key for a door, not at that size. So what is it for, I wonder? This looks like some sort of key. Yes, it does. A very tiny and simple key. What's a little key doing inside a figurine of a policeman in the first place? What's it for? It's probably like his key for something at Scotland Yard, I would imagine. Let's look at the wig and then we'll look at the body. Ever since we came in here, I can't take my eyes off this thing. Can't take my eyes off of you.
Well, funnily enough, neither can I.
It's a hairpiece, isn't it?
It is. A bright red hairpiece.
I suppose the fact that it's right there next to where the body was found means we have to accept that Inspector Gregson wore wigs, does it?
And it's such a flame-colored red, too.
Yes, that's the color we've come across very recently elsewhere, isn't it?
Exactly. This is a vital clue, I'm sure of it.
Okay, now we have to go look at the wig. Dear God, we have a lot of shit to look at. I've always wondered what the underside of a hairpiece looks like. Doesn't surprise me at all. You always want to see what lies beneath. Not sure that's quite how I'd put it. Use lots of bird lime to keep it in place on your head. What is bird lime? Doesn't get blown off in a gust of wind. Might be a little inconvenient when you wanted to take it off again. What is bird lime? Okay. That's gonna... Alright, we'll look at the body. So I suppose this is where the victim...
That's right. The rope is laid around the body to show exactly how it was found. Or that Inspector Gregson himself has already been taken away.
Would probably be under Dr. Scythe's scalpel by now, if not for what happened last week.
The shape of the rope would appear that the inspector was curled up in a ball. Are you feeling alright, Mr. Naruhodo? You look like you've just seen a ghost.
You know, it's just a rope, but, well, it conjures up quite a terrifying image, that's all. Especially with that blood stain next to it.
Oh, I do understand. In some ways, what we picture in our minds can be even worse than reality.
Susato-san is so strong, though. She's taken this far better than I am.
I'm 16 years old. You shouldn't be taking me to the scene of a murder.
Okay, let's go talk to Gina. Hey, Gina, tell me about this gun or else. Gina, what do you make of this?
What was that? Evidence?
Worked something out about what happened, have ya? Oh, no, not exactly. I ain't been long enough in the job to get all this deducting business yet. I swear I'm gonna get the person what did this to the boss. Okay. Nope, same thing. Well, I would have thought she would be the person we'd ask about guns, because she's on, you know, on the fucking force. You gonna yell at me? No, okay. We go talk to Papa. Hey, Papa. Yasumika Toba is trying to relax on that. Can we not tell him that I don't care? Yeah, no, I get it, Susato. But someone has been murdered. A friend of ours has been murdered. I don't care if you think he needs peace and quiet. He can get that later.
Oh dear, I read your thoughts. Okay, well, I guess we won't talk to him then. Do we have to go talk to Van Bitch? Ew. Look at how this man's sitting! Look at how this man is sitting! There he is. Lord Van Zykes behind bars. At least they did take his sword away.
So it's true, he really was arrested.
Sitting with his back to the wall, reading something. I don't think he's noticed us. Lord Van Zykes? Oh boy. Fancy meeting you here. My sweater keeps riding up and back. Hang on. The last place on Earth I'd like to be with the last person on Earth I'd like to see. I couldn't very well not come, you bitch. Heard what happened, that Inspector Gregson was... Go home, this has nothing to do with you. But...
Forgive me the discourtesy, Lord Van Zykes, but I must disagree. Inspector Gregson was very helpful to us on a number of occasions. We're indebted to him. At the very least, we owe it to him to find out the truth about his death. You must help us with our investigations, please.
There's really nothing I can tell you. What were you just reading at the back of the cell there? Is it something related to the case? This. Beyond isn't quite so cavalier with its information as to share case details with a suspect. He's got no wine bottle in there, he's dying. Go, run down to the local 7-Eleven and find me a bottle of Merlot if you don't mind, so I can throw it against the wall. This is a letter from an old acquaintance.
Oh, who might that be?
Someone you know, as it happens. Albert Harebrain. Of course, yes, I keep forgetting they went to the same university. And I would like to read my correspondence in peace. So let's get this over with, shall we? What is it you want to know? Strange. I mean, let's face it, Lord Van Zykes never minces his words. They seem to have less bite than usual somehow. Because I'm behind bars, you fucking jackass. Oh boy. Can you at least tell us your side of the story, Lord Van Zykes? What happened? How much do you already know?
Know that the inspector was shot dead in a small rented room on Fresno Street.
That you were found there by the police when they arrived on the scene and were immediately arrested.
We were told that there was nobody else in the room, and that some witnesses heard the gunshot.
And you're well informed. And there's really nothing I can add. The truth is, I don't know what happened to myself. I got temporary amnesia. Oh no. But the gunshot. Obviously you didn't fire the gun, did you? I'm not in the habit of shooting the people I work alongside. I also heard the noise. However, before I had a chance to investigate, I was apprehended by the arriving officers. So he doesn't actually know what happened.
If I might ask, what were you doing in that place to begin with?
I don't need to answer that. After all, you're not representing me. You're right, and we never will. He is gonna need a lawyer, though. Good thing that won't be us. Yada da 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 da. Now it's a fucking Ace Attorney game. Of course I have to defend this prick. Although, we could take his case and then completely throw it. Maybe that's what we're gonna do, is as soon as we get into the courtroom, I'm just gonna obviously pick the wrong answer for everything and just immediately get him declared guilty. It's not a bad strategy. Who's going to be Who's going to be representing you in court, Lord Van Zykes? Anyone other than you, I should imagine. Huh, you're right!
Would I be right in assuming that you have no representation us yet.
Defense lawyers shy away from any trial involving the Reaper, as I'm sure you know. This is different. My career, of all the defendants I've prosecuted, only 19 have ever been acquitted. Of them, 16 subsequently died in mysterious circumstances. Questions will be asked now.
Surely not.
I assure you, no defense lawyer will want to touch me with the end of a large pole. But you didn't actually have anything to do with those people's deaths, did you? It's been 10 years now that I've been known as the Reaper of the Valley. Believe me, nobody wants to know the true identity of this killer more than I. However, it seems things may come to a head before I have the chance to uncover the truth about that. What does he mean by that? Anyway, after the trial, Professor Harebrain was supposed to go straight back to Germany, I thought. It's a letter to inform me of his safe arrival at home. I arranged his passage by sea and rail. It's a relief, I must say. He should now be beyond the reaches of the Reaper.
Because the Reaper doesn't follow people abroad, you mean?
Yes, so it seems. Your stooped little Nipponese friend, for example, told me he was keeping well in Japan when I inquired the other day. Yes, that's right. He's an author now. Happily working in Tokyo.
So Professor Harebrain is safely back in Germany now.
He is... Okay, goodbye. So, it appears our conversation has run dry. Dry as the wine you're not sipping. It's a 2-second silence, that's all. Well, in any event, if you'll excuse me now, I wouldn't like to detain you. I was wondering, Lord Van Zykes. No, 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 no. Do not offer. Do not. Well, that was a great stream, everybody, right until this point. I now hate it. I now hate it. I hate this game. I hate fucking everything. I'm not reading that line because I would not be happy to do that thing that he said. Trust me, do you? Yes. Heard you speak many... Nope. I've heard you speak many times in court. Seen how you treat people. Like shit, you racist dicks. You get what's coming to you. So I'm quite sure that you never would have taken another's life. Just my feelings can't be used as evidence in a court of law, sadly. It's a very gracious offer. However, I trust no one. I'm edgy as fuck. Not the police, not the judiciary, not you Nipponese. Please. I have no intention of engaging your services. Chasm between us is just too wide and too deep, it seems. How wide and how deep? Appreciate it if you don't visit again, and neither of us will waste any more time. Okay, done! We don't No, perhaps we need to dig a little deeper. How about we don't? Find out more about Lord Van Zykes and what happened to Inspector Gregson. I would love to not. I would love to not. Oh god, it's all black. This will be a good sign. Is someone else dead? Is that why we're fading in here? Good time. Took an express train back to London. I can hear Lord Strongheart. And you?
Yes, it sounds like so he's talking to someone.
Knew it. Baby boy's back, baby boy's back, baby boy's back.
Is everything in place?
What was my Cosmo voice? I had a private compartment on the train so I could check all the paperwork. It's
Kazuma-sama!
Oh, your timing is impeccable.
It is?
No doubt you have heard the sickening news about the Reaper's latest devilry.
yes.
I'm sure you don't believe it, of course, though, Lord Strongheart. But Lord Van Zykes could have done such a thing to Inspector Gregson.
Don't tell me what to think, little girl. I believe only in the facts. And the facts in this case point to one thing. The unavoidable accusal of Lord Van Zykes for this crime. We must bring charges against the Reaper for taking the life of our legendary detective.
Oh no, surely not.
It's a truly regrettable situation. Tomorrow the Forensic Science Symposium finally begins. At the very least, though, we can show the world our justice system's swift and equitable processes.
So does that mean the trial is tomorrow?
Precisely. In fact, this is a fine opportunity for introductions.
No. Hi, handsome. Hi. It's so good to see your face again. Hi.
Kazuma.
Ah, but of course, you're already acquainted, aren't you? Mr. Asagi here. Mr. Asogi here will be present at tomorrow proceedings as the prosecution.
I had a bad feeling. I can imagine Mander trying to pull on Ryu while Ryu is saying, I just can't give up on the ass. Agi.
Wait. What? Kazuma?
As I'm sure you're aware, he's a very capable practitioner of law.
Kazuma-sama, a prosecutor?
Hi.
Sorry for all the worry I've caused you, but it'll be all right now.
Has your memory completely returned?
Yes, completely.
I remember everything.
Including what I was coming here to do. Right.
Kazuma-sama, I can't tell you how happy I am to see you alive and well like this. But did you come to be here in London when you were suffering from amnesia?
It was the voice. This past year, I've been hearing it in my head constantly, saying the same thing over and over. Go to London. That's where your destiny awaits. It was that voice that guided me here to London.
I'm so sorry for what's happened.
Anyway, my memory might have returned to me. But there's something that won't return the way it was before. What do you mean? Prosecutor now. So I'm sure our paths will cross again very soon.
No, you're not. You're not a prosecutor. Honey, can we not talk? Please? God damn it. I hate this game. I hate this game.
I'm sure you can imagine that tomorrow's trial will be closely followed all over London. In fact, no, people all over the Empire will be watching closely to see how it unfolds.
There's no salvation for anyone in a trial prosecuted by the Reaper of the Bailey. And now, the Reaper himself must stand in the dock.
Oh, you remember everything, dude. Let's start with the big one. How did you survive? Right? Right? Fucking talk to me, bitch.
Quite so. The public want answers about the Reaper. Answers about how and why those who escaped conviction subsequently died mysterious deaths.
The Lord Van Sykes firmly denies any involvement in such matters.
And there have been thorough investigations that have proven him to be innocent.
That's certainly true. Or it has been, at least, until now. Until now. No, tomorrow's trial will mark the start of a new chapter in our country's great judicial history.
I'm not ready to talk about him yet. Oh, yes, we noticed that there was a gun at the scene of Inspector Gregson's death. Do you know if it belongs to Lord Van Sykes?
That would be a question for the lead detective investigating the scene.
Well, the thing is, she wasn't sure, so she told me I should ask somebody higher up who might know.
That's right, Mr. Naruhodo. Be direct.
It's certainly a model that's issued to all personnel involved in law enforcement, yes. Which includes prosecutors, as I'm sure you can imagine.
Where's Kazuma's gun? Naruhodo, I have 2 swords. I don't need a gun.
In that case, it could have actually belonged to the victim.
No, Gregson had his gun on his person.
What about Lord Van Sykes?
He claims it's currently not in his possession.
What?
According to his story, he lost it. In short, it's more than a little suspicious.
Just because the gun in question is the same type as the defendant's is no proof that it's actually his.
No, of course not.
Nevertheless, the situation is grave for Lord Van Sykes. So, Kazuma will be prosecuting tomorrow?
That's right.
But he's a defense lawyer, Lord Strongheart.
Yeah, he is.
Accomplished young law practitioners cannot pick and choose their roles.
They literally can.
And imagine what it will mean for the prosecution to know the strategy commonly employed by the defense.
You asshole!
A devastating combination, wouldn't you agree?
Absolutely. I've no doubt at all that Kazuma will be razor sharp as a prosecutor.
Why Kazuma-sama? There are surely many other highly skilled prosecutors in Great Britain.
It was a personal request. I asked to be assigned to the trial. You asked for this? But why? It'll all become clear tomorrow. I'm guessing you intend to stand for the defense, don't you? Although, Reaper appears to be turning down all offers of representation.
Surprised such a personal request would have been upheld. It seems unprecedented. Quite exceptional, in fact.
You are quite right, Miss Mikotoba. Tomorrow's trial will be unprecedented and exceptional, every way. After all, the accused is one of Britain's greatest prosecutors, the pride of the Empire. It would be unwise to give the public a reason to perceive it as the judiciary closing ranks.
So that's why you're happy to let a foreigner handle the prosecution. Ryunosuke, let's see how your skills have been honed after practicing law in this land for so many months. He reached for Karama, he didn't reach for the other one. Kazuma, I don't understand why you're being so hostile to me now. This isn't going to end well, my friend. Doesn't look like we're going to glean much more here. Well, thank you very much, Lord Strongheart. Give me my boyfriend back, please.
Remember, tomorrow's trial will go down in our Empire's history. There's much you could learn from the public gallery.
He's not going to let us defend. He wants to make sure Van Sykes goes down for this. Sorry to have taken up so much of your time. We'll see ourselves out.
Hold it!
His voice again! Before you go, Ryunosuke. Oh, what is it, Kazuma? I just wanted to thank you.
Kazuma-sama, what?
You took my determination to heart
and brought it with you over the ocean in my stead. And you carried out my role to perfection. Could you smile when you thank us?
Shutting down. Rebooting. You always were intent on studying British law in order to change our own justice system. It was your dream, and Mr. Naruhodo didn't want that to die with you.
Yes, but I had another purpose for coming here. I actually have a favor to ask, which is this trial I'll be prosecuting tomorrow. I'd like you to be there to see how it ends, right in front of me, as the defense counsel. Knew it. He's going against Strongheart. Our baby boy's rebelling. Why? What's this all about? I know you have what it takes. But Lord Van Zykes would never put his fate in my hands. On the contrary, he recognizes your talent. He does? It's not easy to see behind the facade sometimes. Here, have a look at this. I know this is supposed to be us like, look at him. He feels emotion. He looks like his brother is holding a gun behind his back, like, smile for the picture. Is this how humans smile? He could not look more pained in that smile. Gregson is the only happy one. That's
Lord Van Zykes and Inspector Gregson.
in a photograph that must have been taken some time ago by the look of it. Who's the third person? I fucking wonder, Ryu. I fucking wonder. It was displayed very prominently in the detective's office. In Gregson's office, you mean? What was that, emphasis? Yes, what I'm trying to say is, if you really think you can trust the Reaper, you might find that some straight talking makes him take a different view. Take it. I don't understand. Why are you giving me this? Just hurry, Ryunosuke. Visiting hours at the prison are almost over. What are you doing, Kazuma? Oh, he just said all of this in front of Strongheart. You would think he would not pick the side of an asshole. I mean, it's easier to keep people at bay if you're a dick. Lord Van Zykes is still reading that letter. Hang on, I forgot we got evidence. I didn't immediately check. Okay, never mind. There's nothing to flip over. Show me my boyfriend. That's a very bad picture of him.
We've been gone quite some time, though.
Either he's an incredibly slow reader, or it's an incredibly long letter. I might even be able to read English faster than he can. I wonder if Van Zykes is going to turn out to actually be Japanese. I was intending to ignore you entirely. But I can't turn a deaf ear to such insulting Nipponese. Oh, you fucker. I didn't think you'd hear that. I'm not going to apologize to you, because you don't deserve a fucking apology. I had the case notes brought to me in secret. I was reading them to pass the time.
Yes, we heard that your trial is set for tomorrow.
Which is none of your business. So, have you found a lawyer? How many times must I reiterate the same thing? This has nothing to do with you. You fucking wannabe Edgeworth bitch. In other words, no.
We were just talking to Lord Strongheart, and the prosecutor for your trial has been decided.
I'd expect nothing less, though I have no idea who it is. It's going to be Kazuma Asogi. Asogi. Oh yeah, you don't like that last name, do you? That made the color drain from his face. Well then, it seems I'm going to have to engage in conversation with you again after all. Sorry, bitch, you're stuck with me.
10 years ago, my older brother, who was the director of prosecutions at the time, was murdered. The killer, as you know, was a visiting student from the Far East. Not a single day goes by when I don't curse the name of Sogi.
Genshin Impact was Kazuma-sama's father.
So what cruel twist of fate is this now, 10 years later? The man's son is to crucify me in some kangaroo court. I still don't understand why Lord Strongheart apprenticed Kazuma to you. It's what he does. No doubt he knew the young man's true identity from the outset. It's 10 o'clock, take your drugs.
But what could he have been hoping to achieve?
Let's not forget that it was only 8 days ago that Kazuma recovered from his amnesia. Why would Lord Strongheart assign this trial to somebody like that? And why is Sir Deadpan playing Nobody Saves the World? Sugi. That name is the very epitome of my bane. The bane that is you Nipponese. Right, your hatred of all us Japanese. You're a bitch. The fuck kind of prison uniform is that? Hi, Rusty! This is the prosecutor from the last 8 cases we've been working. He's in jail. And our boyfriend, who is dead, is now the prosecutor. So we have to defend a Miles Edgeworth wannabe racist asshole. No part of my body wants to defend this man. They are just trying to pull a Miles Edgeworth where like, oh, the like seemingly cold asshole prosecutor is like actually redeemable. This bitch has been a racist prick to us this entire time. We've gone a game and a half of him being a racist asshole. Do not try to redeem him to me now. Oh, Rusty. Yeah. Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does. And you know what, Rusty? This is the smallest conflict of interest we've had. Did I also mention that the prosecutor, our dead friend who came back to life, was this guy's apprentice? I should start keeping a record of how many conflicts of interest I've noticed in these games, because holy shit, every single jury has had at least one conflict of interest. The last case, the defendant was this guy's like college best friend. And now one of the jurors from the last case, actually in one of the cases, where it was the same defendant, he committed 2 different crimes. They used the same jury for the second case because they're like, oh, you already know the defendant, we'll save time. No, they already know the defendant, so they're completely biased, you dumb fucks. Ace Attorney's a fun franchise. Anyway, the racist bitch? I'd only just been appointed as a prosecutor when it happened 10 years ago. My brother Clint, the director of prosecutions, was hunting down a mass murderer. So-called professor. Assigned to the investigation as his partner was a certain visiting student dispatched from Scotland Yard. That was Genshin Impact. Exactly. I developed a deep respect for the man. He seemed noble-minded and chivalrous in the extreme to me. But none of us saw the true nature of the man. New music. So I lost everything when it happened. My esteemed brother, the people I believed in, any semblance of right prevailing over wrong. Well, just give it 100 years. We'll have a real right guy for the job. Get it? Because it's Phoenix, right?
Oh, how awful! That joke was truly awful.
To avenge my brother, I prosecuted in Asogi's trial. It wouldn't ordinarily have been allowed, but I beleaguered the prescribed prosecutor until he consented.
What do you mean by the ascribed prosecutor?
The man in charge of the Professor Case inquiry, Lord Mail Strongheart. I fucking called it.
There's it. That's the last bit of information. That's the last bit I needed. Strongheart was the professor, and he managed to sweep everything under the rug, and he blamed Kazuma's dad for it, and Kazuma's dad took the fall. For some reason. Wait, what? Lord Strongheart was a highly accomplished prosecutor, but he agreed to relinquish the trial to me and act as my advisor instead. Oh, look, you can't trust your mentors part whatever at this point. Since that time, he's the one person to whom I felt indebted.
Sure, you must have seen your zeal for the case and recognized your potential as a prosecutor.
I'm not getting a pass for that. Too late! Anyway, time passed, but then earlier this year, Hugh should arrive in London, but you... Oops! And of all things, as a lawyer... So his last case is null because he just admitted to revenge prosecuting? No. No, actually, Rusty! God, you have missed so much. Not like a bad way, sorry, just these cases, they build on so much. This man, Lord Van Zykes, or as we're calling him, Barak von Bitch, he's known as the Reaper. Because anyone who stands against him in a court case dies. Either they're declared guilty and executed, or they're found innocent, which we now know that 16 of his defendants of cases he's prosecuted were found innocent. All of them died within a week after their trial. Our defendants have been the only 13 of them. Our defense have been the only 3 that have not died immediately after. One was we sent him back to Germany, like out of Britain, so the Reaper couldn't follow him. So he's also claiming he's not the Reaper. I don't know if I believe that yet. But anyone who has faced him and won in court dies within a week. So kind of the global superstition is he goes out and kills them for evading his sentence. There is nothing redeemable about this guy. I do not want to defend him. I have no choice in this fucking matter, and I hate it. I felt your animosity the first time I ever faced you in the courtroom. Your obvious deep loathing of us Japanese. Oh yeah, he calls us racist slurs almost the entirety of the first game and most of this game too. I kept telling myself it was illogical, but for so many years that hatred festered inside me, I could no longer control it. And I can understand why, now I know the history. But in the same way that I've long felt the Nipponese to be the bane of my life, to Kazuma Asuki, I am the bane of his, the Reaper who sent his father to the gallows. He's looking for revenge, and he intends to take it in court tomorrow. Yeah, and that's all we're gonna say about that. That's all we're gonna say. Anyway, about the guy you supposedly killed. Gregson's transfer to the Paris Police Prefecture had finally been arranged for the coming month, but he'll never make it to France now. It's a tragedy. Oh yes, come to think of it, he did mention something about that, didn't he? Flashback. Oh, just kidding.
I wonder, does it happen often? Being transferred internationally, I mean?
It's the first time I've ever encountered it.
Oh!
Paris police welcoming an English detective is almost inconceivable. I can't imagine what kind of magic Gregson must have worked to put that arrangement in place. Sounds like that mystery has even the Reaper perplexed.
I'm afraid to say that we were very ignorant about Inspector Gregson's standing. Hear that he was considered something of a legend at Scotland Yard.
Again, it was 10 years ago that he first made a name for himself by uncovering a decisive piece of evidence that exposed the professor's identity. And this is why Strongheart had him killed. Still poor. All right, I'll give it to you. Hang on. Hang on. There you go.
That would be inconceivable. It's inconceivable! 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 It's inconceivable that anybody could be having a meaningful life today.
There you go, Phoenix. But here, Gregson found the piece of evidence that showed that it was in fact Strongheart, and now Strongheart's tying up loose ends. If it wasn't for Gregson's singular approach to the case, the discovery never would have been made. What sort of approach? After my brother's life was taken, the inspector pushed for a full autopsy.
Oh my, 10 years ago?
No, last year when they dug his body up after 9 years of rotting in the grave. Thank you, dumbass. Why is that so surprising? Autopsy was considered a desecration of the body at the time and rarely performed. And my brother was of course a noble. That made the idea of it more unthinkable. But something Gregson had dug up in his investigations made him determined it was necessary. His powerful convictions somehow influenced the House of Lords, and as a result, I could avenge my brother's death. So, you must have had great confidence in the inspector's abilities then.
It's even more inconceivable that you would have taken his life. Can we please stop using this word? Mander's getting tired of clicking the button.
I'm a simple woman.
That would be inconceivable. It's inconceivable! 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 It's inconceivable that anybody could be having a meaningful life today.
Yep. I don't have confidence in anyone. Sure, Gregson felt the same way. I've no doubt he thought of me only as the ominous Reaper, just like the rest of London. Okay, fuck you too, bitch. What really went on between Lord Van Zykes and Gregson, I wonder? What was the true nature of their relationship? Don't say it, Haley. If you're in the chat, don't fucking say it. About the gun used to shoot the inspector that was found at the scene. Oh yes, that's not mine. Really? His common opinion seems to be that it is. What do you expect me to say to that? Take it on the chin like a man, you bitch.
Lord Strongheart informs us that you claim to have misplaced your firearm.
As embarrassing as that is, I'm afraid it's true. When did you lose it then? That I don't know. Buddy, you're not making our job any easier here. I was issued with a revolver when I first became a prosecutor 10 years ago. I must have stowed it somewhere, I suppose. Or left it somewhere, perhaps. Yeah, because you used it as a sword. Bring a sword to a gunfight, you dumb dick.
There's something in common with Lord Van Zykes after all, Mr. Naruhodo. A talent for misplacing things.
Suzusa's not saying that to Ryu. She's saying that straight to me. No, this has nothing to do with me. Don't drag me into it. Don't make the mistake of associating me with this Nipponese.
Oh dear, the rift is very wide, isn't it?
So it's not decisive evidence, clearly. But it doesn't look good, that's for sure. Alright. Then what do you make of this? Lord Van Zykes, we came by this old photograph. Where did you get that? Maybe it's just because I've been like getting really into D&D lately, but he looks like a shitty bard design. It was taken when I became a qualified... Try again. It was taken when I became a qualified prosecutor. It's almost unbelievable. I assumed it was long lost. After all, I burned every image of me ever smiling in existence. Is the man on the left there... That's my brother, Clint. Like, we couldn't put that together. Okay, sure game. I'm not stupid. It had to be, really.
Something white!
Okay, Ryu. Apparently this picture was prominently displayed in Gregson's office. He had a deep respect for you, you know. Were you aware of that? Respect? That's nonsense. No, we've heard someone attest to it very clearly. Inspector Gina Lestrade, no less. Well, maybe once, yes. There was a time things were like that. Our brothers in arms, jovially discussing the future of justice and other such lofty subject matter. That was a nice glimpse of the past. I thank you. That was the first time he's ever said thank you to us. I feel as though I got a nice glimpse of the past then, too. It's a glimmer of light in his eyes. A brief twinkle. Now we have to clap if we believe in fairies! An insight into the true nature of this man known to all as the Stone Cold Reaper of the Bailey. Da-da-dun, da-da-dun, da-da-dun. Oh my god! He's using our name, and he's calling us Mister. He must be really desperate. Mr. Naruhodo. Oh, that's the first time he's ever used my actual name instead of just calling me a piece of shit. I've lost all confidence in my country's justice system. I don't trust the police, the judiciary, or lawyers. But there's still one thing I'm willing to believe in. What's that? Believe that you'll leave me the fuck alone right now. That's what you see in the eyes of another across the courtroom. A simple determination to know the truth. Lord Van Zykes. From the very first time we clashed in the Bailey almost a year ago now, I couldn't deny it, even though I dearly wished I could. Here is a loathsome Nipponese with absolute integrity as a lawyer. You could have said that a year ago and I wouldn't maybe hate you as much. There are only two other men I've known with that same look in their eyes. My brother Clint and Genshin Impact. The man he idolized and the man who betrayed his trust in the most hideous way. So I'm 50-50, you're kind of the deciding vote here. Showed me that photograph just now. It reminded me. You mean this photograph? Ryu, what the... Flashback to us just showing it to him. Man, how stupid are you? Back then I was able to laugh. I was free of the shackles of mistrust that plague me now. I looked to the future with hope, and then I went to graduate school. Since then, I've protected myself against betrayal by refusing to trust anyone. But at times, the mire into which I've sunk makes it almost impossible to breathe. I'm so sorry you totally didn't just do this to yourself by being an asswipe to everyone. Fine. So, Mr. Naruhodo, I want to believe in that look in your eyes. I need to believe in it. In tomorrow's trial, will you advocate for me? Please let there be an option. Let me pick no. Let me pick no. Let me pick no. Oh, hi, Haley. Of course I will. It would be an honor.
I don't wanna. I'm so pleased, Mr. Naruhodo.
My life is in your hands. Oh, who wants to catch Haley up on what's happened? She has not seen any of this case. She knows we were investigating a guy for Herlock. She knows nothing else. Lord Van Zykes. That must have been an incredibly hard thing to ask. Being kind to another human being. Not even kind, just being, like, decent. Only here for a moment, I just saw my name in chat. Oh, There's an opportunity for a three-way joke that you missed. It's fine. Which is why I simply cannot let the man down. Tomorrow, in the Old Bailey, against my old friend Kazuma. I really want to keep playing. I really do. Oh, it's 10:30. I really want to keep playing, but I have so much I need to do. I have so much I need to do. No, we're gonna go ahead and... Who's live? Who's live? Damien's live. It's only 9:30. Oh, hi, Volwing. So it's 10:30 for me, and I still have to pack. I'm going away this weekend. Volwing, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. The VOD will be up. Luckily, the VOD will be up, so you'll be able to go and check it out. Let's see. Yeah, we'll do what we usually do. Who is playing Great Ace Attorney Chronicles? Let's go under categories, and we're gonna find someone who is doing something that would not be spoilers for us. I do just like this this title. Every white man is Henry Cavill. Why don't we go ahead and raid her? Why don't we go right ahead? Raid. Nope, not all caps. XO Vivid. So we're gonna go ahead and raid Vivid whenever this ad ends, so I can see if she's still going. Because it looks like they've been live for 3.5 hours. So, you know, roughly what we've been doing. So I could totally... Okay, nope, they are still live. Oh, they're doing, it looks like they're doing multiple voices too. So this will be fun. So let's go ahead and give them some love. Follower or subscriber only chat. Well, we can at least give some love. And like I said, so I will be gone this weekend. So if anyone is in the Discord or following me on Instagram, I'll be posting pictures there of what I'll be up to. There is potential for me to do a Sunday night stream where we basically finish this case up. But yeah, just follow on Twitter and I'll let you know what I decide. But yeah, thank you everyone for who came out tonight. This game is so good, so bad and yet so good, and I'm really excited to keep playing it with you guys. So until either Sunday or next Wednesday, stay hydrated, stay rested, stay healthy, so I can see you in chat next time. Bye-bye.